Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. My name is Todd. Happy Friday to you. We made it. We made it. Another week down. Unfortunately, more to go. But that's the way life is. No, we have a great stream for you today. I hope it was a good week for you. It was for me, and it's going to be an even better week next week. We do have a holiday next Thursday, so it's not really going to be affected by stream at all. So that's good. That's great. But I will be working remote through Monday through Wednesday, which is always fun. Looking forward to that, certainly. I mean, I'm sure you've been in horrible traffic, and that's pretty much my day-to-day. So don't have the traffic to deal with. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead and all that good stuff. But we got 5 amazing videos. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and hear a word from this stream's, or this moment's, sponsor. The sponsor. Alrighty. Let me put you onto something pretty cool. And I did write these words down so I don't, completely forget what I meant to say, which would happen. But if you're looking to learn the Korean language, K-culture, journaling, or would just like to learn something new, it's the GLSSY. I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced. You could make it up. You could honestly just make it up. It's the GLSSY K-Handwriting Workbook, and this one actually surprised me in the quality. It is a hardcover. You might hear that. First off, it's not just printed text. So it's not just, somebody typing at a computer. It's actually handwritten in real Korean handwriting, created by an actual Korean calligrapher. There you go. You can see that. So instead of learning Hangul that looks like computer font, you actually get to follow the flow of someone who actually writes this, their handwriting. So it's the real deal, real spacing, real rhythm, real flow, all that good stuff, the way that native writers actually do it. And they do have different. You can see the ones on the other side there are in pen, and the lighter ones are actually in pencil. Which is super nice. So you get to learn kind of both. You get to learn with all the different utensils. They actually have a photo. Let me see if I can find it real quick. They actually have a photo of all the different pens and writing instruments they use in here. Let's see if I can find it. It's right towards the front. It's a couple pages in. Here it is. You can actually see all the different writing instruments and how they wrote it. And you can actually see all the different styles. It's very cool. So if you use all these different instruments, you'll definitely be able to do it, no matter what writing utensil you use. Honestly, feels more like someone's learning, authentic pen style instead of just kind of tracing a computer, which is not actual font. It's not actual handwriting. And the coolest part, the book comes with a QR code that links to video lessons. So you scan it, you get short tutorials showing each letter written by hand, super beginner friendly. You can just watch the strokes in real time, then flip right back to the page and practice it yourself. It also includes, let me bring it up real quick. It also includes this, which is super nice. It includes transparent tracing sheets towards the back. So you could actually see and write and erase and all that beautiful stuff. You can see it right there. You can see my hand through it. You can, let's see, I lost my place. I'm getting too animated. You lay it over the examples and trace them first to get the feel of the motion, then move on to freehand, of course. And since it's reusable, you can literally just erase it, use a pencil or whatever. You can just practice over and over and over again. Structure is very beginner-friendly, too. Starts with the basics towards the front of the book, consonants, vowels, that kind of thing. Then it naturally builds up to syllables, words, eventually full sentences towards the back. And that's kind of what I showed you previously. Yeah, you can really get into it there. It's basically a self-paced handwriting course in book form. So it takes you through the easy stuff, through the hard stuff, all that good stuff. And if you're into K-pop journaling, scrapbooking, studying Korean, or just the aesthetics of clean modern Korean writing, this book nails that vibe. It's modeled after real calligraphy-inspired handwriting, so what you practice actually looks good. So yeah, this little K-Handwriting Workbook is a super solid pick. And if you're trying to learn authentic Korean handwriting or just want a relaxing, productive hobby, maybe you just have some time and you want to learn something cool and show off and, flaunt your skills and stuff like that, this is a good one. You get the calligraphy artist examples, the video lessons, as I mentioned, the QR codes, and the tracing sheets in the back so you can just practice over and over and over again without actually writing on here. And then actually, when you get confident enough, you don't have to use the tracing sheets. You can actually write on here. It's 150 pages of learning in here. So it really is. It's very, very much like a school book kind of quality. So that's pretty amazing. So you get the whole package. Check it out. Link down below in the video description when this gets posted to YouTube for the K-Handwriting Handbook, Workbook, excuse me. Yeah, pretty amazing. So go ahead and check that out. It's available on Amazon, all that good stuff. So it's nice and easy to buy, ship, whatever. And you can get it pretty quick. So check that out. Shout out to GLSSY. I don't know exactly how that's pronounced. Glossy, maybe? Potentially? Shout out to them for providing this and sponsoring this portion. I appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the videos. Let's go over it first. How many? We got five amazing member requested videos. We're going to start off with Stackie moments. Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, of course. Then we have a Xena Gabrielle video compilation. And then we have Veronica Mars and Logan from Veronica Mars. Then we have BounPrem TikTok compilation and a MaxNat TikTok compilation as well. So let's go ahead and check those out. And before we do, toddreacts.com. That's how all these videos were requested. So go ahead and do so. Join up today. Season and series members are the ones you're looking for. And while you're there, check out the Winter Collection merch available right now. Great gift or great gift to yourself, honestly. Treat yourself first and then treat others, right? 15% off for members, ships worldwide. Lots of different colors to choose from, different sizes, of course. And everything's got a size guide as well to make sure you get the right size. So go ahead and check that out. And, of course, the accessories. We got some interesting ones. We got some brand new ones here. The top 6, actually, are brand new, except the beanie. The beanie's been there, but I wanted to bring it back because it's a great product. It's a really great product. Super soft, super warm, all that good stuff. We got the can coolers for the tall ones and the short ones. We got the brand new and redesigned water bottle that was just won by Cookie for the Winter Sweepstakes. We will be having a holiday one very shortly, so be on the lookout for that. Join the Discord, of course. We have the wooden ornaments as well for the holiday season. Got many different options to choose from. Of course, we got the star, we got the bell, we got the stocking, we got the tree. If we could get those to load, come on now. Of course, I'm streaming. My internet is not doing well right now. Come on now, reload. There's the tree. There it is. Come on, stocking. Where are you? Do I have to reload again? Come on. Show yourself. I know you're there. Show yourself. It's not playing ball with me right now. It took its ball and went home. Oh, that's all right. We still love you, stocking. We still love you. The stemless glass, of course, for all your holiday cheer, if you know what I mean. So go ahead and check those out. The YouTube channel as well. If you're already there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. They make it very easy to find. It is completely different color than everything else. So go ahead and check that out. And if you're new here, over 1,100 videos in backlog. Join the 14,400 that have already hit the subscribe button. Free and easy way to support the channel. I appreciate you all greatly. And hopefully it tells the algorithm, hey, I like this. I want to see more of this. But as always, last but certainly not least, join the Discord in all its beautiful glory. As you see at the top, it tells you when I'm live, which I am, so that's very nice. Handy. certainly. And we do have a lot of different fandom channels for you to check out and different community channels as well. If you're a member of the website, you will definitely want the Discord. That's how you request the videos. So definitely download it and join up via the website. There's a nice, easy way to connect the two. And then you have your tier while in the Discord. And your name is a different color, and it's awesome. And it magically appears, the video requesting channels. So there you go. 268 members. Wow. Thank you, Jace. Growing community, certainly. Totally free to join. People all over the world. So I guarantee there's someone awake when you need them to be or you want them to be. Somebody's awake. I guarantee it. But thanks so much for hearing through that. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one. It is Stackie moments because I miss them. Let's bring it up. Here we go.
I want someone to look at me the way Sebastian and Anthony Mackie look at each other.
That's great. That's great.
That's nice.
So take your pants off, dude.
So, you're the new best friend, you're the old best friend. Is there like some rivalry going on here? How's that working itself out?
Look, sometimes you have a car and it runs really great for a long time. But after a while, you gotta trade it in for new technology. You know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah.
I mean,
But
I know.
just like the iPhone, the new software falls apart quickly, and then you have to go back to the old way of doing things that is more reliable.
Which is a rotary phone or a...
He will never be sponsored by Apple. It would have been funny.
Or...
It would have been so funny if Apple got Sebastian to do an ad for them after that and kind of like played off of it. Like, that's what he thought then. Here's what he thinks now. And just had him, I don't know, sell the latest phone.
We're coming out of winter because the winter soldier is here. That's it. That's it. That's why it's the Falcon. It's the two of us.
I can't do Sebastian, but he does a great impression of me.
Let's hear it.
Cut the check, number 5 on rolling. Any day now, any day, Kari, any day. Why would anybody kiss me?
Oh, wow.
Also, more of your British accent, Anthony. I got a sample of it earlier. Is there any chance I could hear a bit more?
Well, I've been told by the chaps in here it's pretty good.
That was pretty good, right?
This Valentine's Day, here's a couple of things.
What do we think, folks?
Couple of guys. Rule 1. Always make sure to give a gift instead of receive one. That makes you a good person.
Rule 2. Be yourself, always and forever. With anyone and everyone.
That's very nice.
Not bad.
Always remember number 1.
But always kind of keep in mind number 2. Because
Number 2 has a heart too.
At the end of the day, it takes 2 to make things right.
Which way is the beach, Seabass? Which way is the beach?
Down there.
Where's this interview going?
Hey,
Sorry.
this is
Sorry.
where it's supposed to be going.
Sorry.
Okay?
Sorry.
All right?
Sorry.
You wanted this. I've seen this movie before. Here it is.
You want it? We got it. Come
That's
and
right.
get it. We with it. You know what I'm talking about? That Rhyme album coming out this summer. Cop that.
Anthony.
You just know that is like later in the day. That's probably not the first interview. That's later in the day. No idea who that interviewer is. Just kind of delirious and making it fun.
Anthony Mackie's ass is the real America's ass.
Oh, wow. Shots at
Thank
Chris
you.
Evans.
I
Chris
work.
Evans ain't got nothing.
No. I work a lot to keep the bountiful nature of the round brown alive. So enjoy it. Get some. My God.
Do you remember her?
Sebastian Stan. Man, you're looking good.
I'm here for Forrest Gump. Right?
Man,
this is the premiere.
Man,
Forrest
Let
Gump.
me tell you something.
Seats taken.
You ever see a guy this handsome walk in the streets? He's gonna get arrested because he's killing all the ladies. Look at that. Pow, 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 pow.
You're the man.
You're the man. Why is that funny? Okay.
Ow,
You're the
ow.
man.
You are the
giving you a
man.
compliment.
I
and
read,
you're-
no,
you're-
you
there's
are
a lot
the
of
wind
expression
beneath
in that.
my wings.
All right, listen.
Most likely to binge watch their own movies.
Sebastian.
Oh, really?
Most likely to retire and start a rap career.
Sebastian.
On a serious note, if they take everybody else into space in the next Avengers movie to fight Thanos, which is what we all think, are you guys gonna hold it down?
I
back
know,
home?
I'm not going.
Oh, shit.
You're not-
I don't know if the arm can make it to
No,
space.
what are we gonna do? Yeah, can't even walk through a metal detector.
Yeah, LAX. Beep, 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 sir. It's my arm.
He has all the.
You don't have me. What's his name? Start that over. What's his name?
Hi, my name is Stephen and I'm 4 years old. What makes a hero if they don't have a superpower?
Hey, Declan.
Don't call that kid out.
Why you don't have a man? You got.
That's not a wing.
He has Aquaman, and you don't have the Falcon, man.
What makes a hero if they don't have a superpower?
Buying Falcon toys. That's what make you a superhero if you don't have a superpower.
Did you get the pocket square I sent you for Christmas?
I did. It was quite nice. He sent me a pocket square of his face. So I can just put it in my pocket. I can just put it in my pocket in his little face.
Listen when Anthony Mackie said, "Those steel blue eyes let you know where home is. It's my safe place." About Sebastian's eyes. Bitch, I felt that. Thank you, very kind.
How do you feel about that? Don't look at me, man. Don't look me in the eyes. Look over here when you talk to me. Give him the
No,
money.
I feel good. I feel good. It's good.
Sebastian, Sebastian, how's it going?
You know what? I'm all right. I'm actually right now taking in your cologne a little bit. It's kind of good, kind of strong.
I'm not a player. I just shower a lot. You know what I mean? So what are you wearing tonight? I mean, that's a little black on blue on gray on black. I like that.
Prada. I'm in the
Wow,
Prada.
you like a Lada Parada? That's not me, that's Jay-Z. I'm not trying to brag, you know, I'm just a guy in a suit, you know, a little zenga for the ladies, you know what I mean? Zenga, zenga, you know?
So let's analyze your assets.
Zinga.
Do you
Oh
have
my
what it
gosh.
takes?
Oh, look at that guy. He's pointing
If anything,
back at
Sebastian needs to reel in Anthony.
What do you think?
Too many squats there.
Yeah. Show me a picture of the round brown. Booyakasha!
Oh, God.
Pull that out, the whole room get dark, homie.
Jesus.
Hold on.
It's like a big tree in the middle of a field.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself part of the family.
Come on, man. Black Cottony, beat that.
See, that's good Julius Cena, am I right? I mean, that's totally
I
Julius.
told you, like I always go to Snatch. And I go to the big guy in Snatch when he's like, "Get the dog off my seat."
There's no possible way
I love
you
that
could
movie.
put Gorgeous George in a bin.
I love that movie.
The night before his fight.
It's a
you don't wanna
classic
be in
Guy
the
Ritchie.
Spider-Man movie.
I have no desire to
Well,
hang
you
out with Tom.
clearly just realized that he's not. After this interview.
It's a problem.
Who deserves? Okay, between these two, who deserves America's ass? Be honest.
He does.
I don't know.
He does. I think it's
I think it's a
No
you
way.
know, like you got Baby Got Back.
Yep.
And you got what's that that
The lower
Fergie
back
song? What
gets
you gonna
to the
do with
knees
all
on
that
that
hump,
one.
all that hump inside your trunk?
Right.
So it's whatever song you like.
Yeah, it's an ass for every mood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those eyes are just
gosh.
piercing.
You know what, Josh? I want there to be a couple of nude scenes in the
Every
show.
scene.
I'd like to see that.
Your nudity, or do you want Anthony?
No,
nude?
I would like to see Anthony actually.
Let me tell you something, Ben Lyons. I'm game for it.
The whole
Oh,
enchilada, the whole
yeah.
thing.
Well, let's out. The whole room get dark. Let's go.
Right.
You know about the snap?
Oh yeah, but when you did it, I thought something else. I mean, yeah.
What did you think when I did it? She's funky.
I thought you were like you should dance.
He thought this was a cue to get his dance on.
That's
so,
what I thought. The snap, but it
Come
means
on,
we
let's see
disappear.
it. Let's see it. Where you at? Oh, where you at? Give him some. Give him some. Oh.
Come on, you can beat that, right, Anthony?
You know your suit matches your eyes. Let me tell you something about. Hello, everybody. We're here today.
We're here.
With Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
The mark of greatness, the measure of beauty amongst men. Sebastian, how do you feel being
Next to you, strong.
What your fans' nicknames are going to be called, because different people have different names for their fans.
Mine are gonna be called Maxsters or Machinators.
I love Machinators.
Machinators, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Put you on the
Stands.
Children.
I feel like stands works perfectly.
Winter's children.
That is the most sinister.
So odd. Stay here, the honest.
Oh my God.
Now.
A little tougher to choose at the end of the day.
That's the Winter Soldier right
No,
here.
he's not. No, he's
That's
not.
the Winter Soldier right here.
And this man is
I'm
obviously
sorry.
on my
I'm
team.
sorry. Oh,
Yes,
that's
that
Buck
silver
Nasty.
thing.
That's Buck Nasty right there. That's Buck Nasty, baby. Yo, Buck Nasty. Bucky bought a jacket and was like, nope. Oh, now it looks really good.
Yeah. Without it, regular civilian. I'm somebody.
Thinking about Anthony Mackie taking a nap on Sebastian's couch don't bother me. You have a nice couch, man.
You
have a
put
nice
this
couch,
on the internet.
homie.
You've never seen
Yo, it's the
it.
best thing in your house.
He's never been at my house.
That's a lot. All right, fine. You
But-
scared of people breaking in because of your couch. All right, fine. It's an awful couch.
Was it under considerations in the meld of the action of bringing it to life?
Who has the greatest costume?
Winners.
Okay.
We are family.
It's Disney. We're at Disneyland, for God's sakes. There are people,
We're in
families here. For
Anaheim.
the love of God.
Come on.
Hold it together.
Jeez.
Which you want to try some on, which
Wow,
maybe
wow.
fits better to
Wow.
you. So I can keep my goggles, and maybe you could take.
How about that?
I think that could be a.
It works, right?
You know what?
Better.
Everything is a lot better now.
Thank you, Winter. You could be the
I gotta
spring
say,
soldier right
The
now.
spring
I
soldier.
think I'm the stone soldier at this point.
On top. Boom, look at that. Yo, I'll see you next time. Bye, Sebastian.
Oh, just the two of us.
Oh my gosh.
Make it if we try. Just the two of us.
That was
You
amazing.
and I.
Amazing. Excellent edit. Wow, those two are very funny. Anthony Mackie is a mile a minute. That dude, he's quick. He's real quick on his feet. That was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and throw that a link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love, and also check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. For those of you watching live, there's the link. All right, let's pull up some information on Stackie, as they're known. Here we go. Sebastian Stan, Romanian-born American actor, gained recognition for his role, of course, as Bucky Barnes, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier, Marvel Cinematic Universe, beginning in the film Captain America: The First Avenger, which I will absolutely say, that is, dang, it's tough. It's tough because Infinity War was really good. But I would be willing to argue that might be one of my top 2 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies ever. Captain America: The First Avenger is phenomenal. I've seen it probably the most. After that, it's probably Infinity War. Also serving as the lead actor in the Disney Plus miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is obviously what they were just promoting through all those videos. And the film Thunderbolts, which I have seen. I have finally saw. Finally seen. I thought it was pretty good. I won't get back into it, but yeah. On television, Stan played Carter in Gossip Girl. Really? He was in Gossip Girl. XOXO Gossip Girl? Mad Hatter in Once Upon a Time in 2012. Miniseries Political Animals in 2012 as well. He received critical acclaim for playing Tommy Lee in Pam and Tommy, earning nominations for Primetime Emmy Award and Golden Globe Award. I had no idea that was a miniseries. Pam and Tommy. Obviously, Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee. Also been in Broadway. Had a supporting role in The Martian. That will absolutely make you hate him, by the way. And starred in I, Tonya and Fresh. That Martian, ooh, that was rough. That was absolutely rough for his appeal. Alrighty, what else we got here? Obviously started, as most people do, a little Broadway, a little theater, a little film debut. Played the role of antagonist Blaine in Hot Tub Time Machine, which was a very funny and goofy movie. One of those movies where you could just watch and just kind of, enjoy, but it's not something to think about too hard. But he's been in some good stuff, that's for sure. Anthony Mackie, of course, an American actor. Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, beginning with the film Captain America, The Winter Soldier. I haven't seen that one in a minute, honestly. Dang, I might have to watch that one again. I can't remember much of it, honestly. Made his film debut in 8 Mile. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He played Papa Doc, opposite of Eminem's character, B-Rabbit, if you're familiar. Earned critical recognition for his roles in Brother to Brother. Earned him an Independent Spirit Award nomination for Best Actor. And, of course, in The Hurt Locker, which is a crazy film, earned him nominations for Best Supporting Actor and Independent Spirit Awards. Also played Tupac Shakur in Notorious. Martin Luther King Jr. in HBO film All the Way. Been in a bunch of stuff as well. Did some Broadway and off-Broadway. That's very cool. Anthony Mackie congratulates Sebastian Stan on his Golden Globes win. This was a year ago. Very cool. Love the support. Sebastian Stan won the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Motion Picture, thanks to his acclaimed performance in A Different Man. Mackie was even more enthusiastic when crashing Stan's backstage interview with Entertainment Tonight by chanting, "We won! We won!" We won. I love that teamwork. It's a team effort, Stan said with excitement. Captain America and the Winter Soldier were coming back. I do have to thank Anthony. Back in the day when we were starting these press tours, they said, this can't talk, can't smile, can't say anything. We need to put him with Anthony to get some life into him. So maybe I learned from Anthony, you have to keep smiling. Well, there you go. That's what you were talking about, Jace. Mackie whipped out a celebratory cigar, but stopped short of lighting it on camera. Of course, we have some unfortunate rules here in the U.S., but it is what it is. You could see how Stan lit up when Mackie arrived and saved him from a pretty dry interview. The change in Stan's demeanor was night and day. I wonder if we can see that video. Let's see. See if we could find it. Continue reading, maybe. Oh, here we go. We don't even need to.
Dang. Yeah, no, I'm so, I'm stunned. Honestly, I'm very grateful. And then when you're growing up and you're going up at the movies and stuff, and you're always watching people like, oh man,
just immediately starts
in the neighborhood. That's right. It's a team effort.
We won. They keep fooling with us.
That's right. Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Hey,
we're coming back.
How's it going, man? Yo,
That's very funny. Very funny. 31 facts about Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan you probably didn't know. Let's see. Let's get to number 1. Sebastian was born in Romania, as we just went over. Lived in Vienna for a while. Finally moved to New York when he was 12. Anthony was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. He's also a big fan of his hometown football team, the Saints, and admitted to being very superstitious whenever he watches them play. Sebastian originally auditioned for the role of Steve Rogers, but was offered Bucky Barnes instead. Anthony's 2 career goals were to be in a Western and a superhero movie. So he'd be emailing Marvel for about 5 years about being in the MCU before he got a role. He didn't know what character he'd be playing or what movie he'd be in, but he was offered a spot. But Kevin Feige has said that he was the unanimous choice to play Sam Wilson. There you go. Sebastian actually did the knife fighting scenes himself in Winter Soldier. If Sebastian could play any other character, he'd want to play Hawkeye. Anthony started, which is interesting because he auditioned for Captain America. That's kind of interesting. Maybe he had a change of heart there. Maybe he saw Chris Evans play Captain America and he really got to know Chris Evans and like Chris Evans. And he's like, no, he's great. That's interesting. Anthony started acting in the first place because he was inspired by fellow MCU star Don Cheadle. Great actor. Phenomenal actor. Considers Don Cheadle to be a mentor to him and even was his understudy in the off-Broadway show Top Dog Underdog. Number 8, Sebastian Stan's been in 3 movies that have been nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, which is Oscars. Black Swan, really? Huh. The Martian, and Black Panther. Anthony's been in 2 movies nominated for Best Picture. The Hurt Locker, which was, again, a crazy movie, and $1 Million Baby, which was a pretty good movie. Clint Eastwood and, what is her name? Oh, gosh. I shouldn't have gone for it. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Who is it? It is, it's not her. It's the other one. I always get Sandra Bullock and this other person confused all the time. Oh, gosh. It's going to drive me nuts. I got to look it up. It's going to drive me nuts. Oh, yeah. Hilary Swank. Thank you, Jace. Yes, Hilary Swank. Oh, my gosh. I always get her and Sandra Bullock confused for some reason. I don't know why. I look at them and they're like the same person for some reason. I don't know. Sebastian isn't at all bothered by people comparing him to a young Mark Hamill and said he would be happy to have a role in Star Wars prequel, but only with Mark's express approval. Interesting. Anthony's a Juilliard-trained actor. That's impressive. The art of Bucky's hair has been a combination of wigs and Sebastian Stan's real hair with extensions over the years, both of which came with their own unique set of challenges when it came to filming action scenes. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Anthony explained that sometimes when filming Captain America the Winter Soldier, they had to cut in the middle of scenes because Sebastian's wig kept sliding and falling down. Mackie loved to make fun of him for it too, but Sebastian would get back at him by making fun of his calves. Ah, friendship. Anthony and Chris Evans were hanging out and watching football together when Chris showed him the Endgame script and told Anthony that he'd be the next Captain America. Wow. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Sebastian has been playing Bucky for 10 years, even longer than Chris Evans played Steve Rogers, and recently had a celebration for Bucky's 106th birthday. They've both been in the MCU since 2011, but obviously Chris appeared in more movies in fewer years. One celebrity Anthony still fangirls over is Lionel Richie. Anthony's a big fan. He's seen Lionel in concert just about every year for the past 8 years. Well, Lionel is still going strong. I don't know if you've seen him recently, but dude barely ages. In order to get into Bucky's metal arm, Sebastian basically had to dip his arm in lube. Wow. They were both nervous about being in an MCU TV show, but for different reasons. Anthony didn't think the scope of the movies would translate to TV. That's a fairly good point. And he didn't want to be in the first MCU project to fail. Sebastian was nervous because Bucky was going to talk a lot more after years of being mostly a silent character. That's true. Sebastian's mom missed his cameo in Black Panther because he didn't tell her she had to stay for the post-credits scene. Oh, man. I remember when, people started realizing, wait a minute, this is a thing. Like, this is happening every time now. I'm trying to remember, what movie did I walk out? Or no, I stayed just because I was still eating or something, or maybe finishing a drink. So I stayed during the credits. And all these people left. It was just me. And, people starting to clean up and whatnot. And all of a sudden, this after credits scene starts rolling. And I'm like, wait, what? Did they start the next movie? What happened? But yeah, it was a post-credit scene that everybody missed. But except me, apparently. Anthony's been in 2 non-MCU movies with Chris Evans, Playing It Cool and What's Your Number? Haven't heard of either. Sebastian learned he was going to be in Black Panther while standing at a baggage claim with Kevin Feige after a flight, where Feige offhandedly mentioned it to him. Dang. Can you imagine? Just about to board this flight. Oh, hey, you're going to be in this movie that's probably going to be massive. Since 2006, Anthony's been building houses in New Orleans when he's not filming movies. He works on 3 or 4 houses a year and has built a total of 28. Wow. That's obviously referencing Hurricane Katrina, which happened in 2005. And just the levees broke. I'm sure you've seen it or heard of it. Levees broke and the city was basically flooded. And a lot of houses were destroyed, blocks completely messed up. During a press tour stop in Beijing, Anthony made Sebastian come out on a night out by taking his phone and wallet so he couldn't get into his hotel room. Oh, gosh. That is my worst nightmare right there. Sebastian actually met Tanya Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, when he was cast in I, Tonya. Sebastian played Jeff in the movie. Well, that makes sense. Before he became an actor, Anthony wanted to be a mechanical engineer. He went to engineering school at Mobil Oil and studied thermodynamic fluid propulsion. Wait a minute. Mobil Oil has a school? What? I thought they were just an oil company. Sebastian loves Game of Thrones, but he thought that the ending wasn't as good as Avengers Endgame. Well, I mean, that is not a hot take. Let's be real. What's Your Number was a rom-com with Anna Faris. It's good fun, nothing spectacular. Okay. I like engineering, very BL of him. Yes. Very true. Very true. Like a good, classic, fun, entertaining rom-com. It doesn't have to be too great, Hey, I like those holiday movies that come out on like Hallmark Channel and Netflix where it's like A Prince for Christmas or something. And it's just goofy. It's ridiculous. But it gets you in the mood for the holidays. So as long as you can, turn your brain off and just forget about any sort of plot or anything like that, you can have a lot of fun. Anthony, on the other hand, loves the Golden Girls. He likes marathoning the show after long days of shooting and even once met and fangirled over Betty White. That's awesome. He said during the encounter, Betty touched his face and said, "Oh, you make me wish I was 40 years younger." Betty was wild. Betty was wild. Very funny. Just a lovely soul. R.I.P. Betty White. Sebastian was in Hot Tub Time Machine, which was referenced as a time travel movie in Avengers Endgame. What? They referenced it? I can't even remember that part. Oh my gosh. Anthony and his... Oh, you know who it probably was? Scott Lang. It was probably Paul Rudd's character mentioned it. Anthony and his cousin used to run their own music label called Take 4 Records, where they put out local rap called Bounce Music. Was this during his 8 Mile days? Probably. Both Anthony and Sebastian have been on Broadway. Anthony's last play was in 2010, and Sebastian's was in 2013. None of them have starred in musicals, though, yet. Sebastian really wants to do The Odd Couple on Broadway with Anthony. Oh my gosh. Finally, Anthony once tried to sneak into a party at Prince's house. Having a party at his LA home, which was gated, obviously, Anthony got into his friend Sanaa Lathan's trunk and tried to sneak in, but security caught him. Can you blame him? No. You understand the appeal of Hallmark movies? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're fun. They're interesting. It's always, some big city girl comes into the countryside and finds this diamond in the rough guy who's, just happens to be the most handsome person alive, and also a farmer. And then she has a problem. She's got to get back to the city, but her car doesn't work, and the local tow truck doesn't work, so she's stuck there for Christmas or the holidays. And then they fall in love. And then there's like this weird riff thing, like she's got to go. Like there's an inevitable decline to the relationship because she's not from there. She doesn't live there. That's not her lifestyle. But he's like, oh, but I really love you. And she's like, oh, I kind of like you too. But then they go separate ways, and then they somehow find their way back to each other. And then they get a farmhouse. It's a plot of, land. And then they live happily ever after. That's how they all go. That's how they all go. A lesbian firefighter Christmas Hallmark movie. Honestly, and I'm sure the plot is going to be exactly the same. It's going to be exactly the same. Guaranteed. She's going to be a big city firefighter. And then she travels to a small city. But then she has to, help out with the small local town. Because, they need extra help. Because, oh my gosh, the town is really on fire. And then she meets someone. A local firefighter, and then she has to go back to the big city, and then they have to part. Sad music. One chases the other, finds them while they're doing something else, probably fighting fires, and then they rekindle. Pun intended. Oh my gosh. Here are the 15 behind-the-scenes moments when Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan's friendship restored faith in humankind. Time Anthony hyped up Sebastian like any loyal friend would. Ring the Alarm is the name of that firefighter Christmas movie. Of course it's Ring the Alarm. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's probably big city, little city. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's funny. That is very funny. I'm sure they'll all be the same plot. But you know what? We love them anyway. We love them anyway. Those Netflix ones, the Hallmark ones, they are good, clean fun. Good, clean fun. Just lovely. And they both savagely roasted Tom Holland and keep doing it every chance they get. This must have been kind of like going to Disneyland, coming to get to set every day with all the Avengers in one film. Anthony said it was good until Tom Holland showed up with his juice boxes, Diva, and his assistants. Sebastian said he upgraded now. I think you saw that. Anthony said he did. Now he has 2 assistants. Sebastian, ever since the new movie came out, Anthony said the kid is a bit much. Oh my gosh. All right. I used up so much time going over the plots of Hallmark movies, but you know what? I like them. I really like them. Are they entertaining? Yes. Are they thought-provoking? Absolutely not. They are not. If you're going there for some sort of, interstellar experience, you're looking in the wrong place. But they are lovely holiday fun. I will say that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Speaking of lesbian firefighters, we have Xena and Gabrielle from Xena Warrior Princess. Not exactly fighting fires, but they were fighting. They were fighting. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Here we go.
A long time ago, I accepted the consequences of our life together. That it might one day come to this. I know that I'm going to die. I accept that. Why can't you?
It's entitled Made to Love, by the way.
Have a
Gabriel's soul and I were destined to be together.
Xena and I have a connection. It's stronger than either one of us.
She's a lovely young woman.
Yes, she is. Xena, don't kill me. Never.
You love her very much, don't you?
It has a price, like everything.
A price you love paying.
Yeah.
She feels the same?
I'll love you forever. Does Gabrielle truly love Xena, didn't she?
And will till the end of time.
We're soulmates.
Our souls are united, Xena.
So you plan to follow her into eternity?
That's right.
Do you really believe that kind of love exists?
It's what we all dream about, isn't it? Someone who looks so deeply into our soul that they find something worth dying for.
Okay, I don't know about dying for her, but okay.
Brunhilde's flame will recognize you as Gabrielle's soulmate.
This karma that you're talking about, can you see mine? Can you see how much Xena's a part of that?
Yes. In many lives, past and future. You both walk a path together. Separated, but forever connected.
Show really pops with the filters.
It hasn't always been good for a baby. I seem to hurt her. How many more times are you gonna follow me into battle, huh? How many more times am I gonna hurt you?
Xena.
I'm trying to figure out, was my childhood TV just that crappy where it made this look horrendous? Or are there so many filters put on this that it just upscales it to better quality? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm assuming it's because I watched it over like antenna. So it's a signal flying through the air into an antenna, somehow going through the wires, or not wires, but somehow going into the TV as well, and then projecting that. So I'm surprised I even got color, but it's impressive. Like me, I remember I can go back in time and remember where I was when I was watching, a little moments of Xena, because my oldest brother was kind of into the show and would watch Hercules, and I remember watching a lot of Hercules episodes and then watching some Xena, and the quality was just brutal. It was so brutal, but then again, all the quality was brutal. It's just so weird to watch it like this.
This emptiness that I have felt my entire life is gone.
It's like clashing with my
I
memories.
still think you are the best thing that ever happened to me. You gave my life meaning and joy. She'll die if she stays with me.
My path is with Xena. I'll do whatever I have to do to protect her.
We're going to be together. For eternity.
You're part of my heart.
Gabrielle, the love that we have, it's stronger than heaven or hell. Our souls are destined to be together. This is to be our destiny. Let's see it out together. Even in death, Gabrielle, I will never leave you.
I love how they're like, well, we tried not to make it obvious, and then you watch an edit like this, and you're like, it was obvious. You guys failed. But they failed on purpose. They failed on purpose. Link down below in the video description for the original video. Go check it out. Check out their channel as well. They might have other edits that are just as good as that. That was very good. It only has 68 likes. Let's get those likes up. Come on now. That's wild. Link down below. All right, let's pull up some information on Xena. Maybe people were more oblivious back then. I guess. It's just, maybe, you know what it was? It's probably different seeing all those scenes mashed up into one video as opposed to seeing those scenes spread out over multiple episodes, multiple, different parts of the episode, lots of story. I'm assuming it wasn't every single moment. So, when you watch a compilation like that, it's very obvious. Like it's just beating you in the face. But I'm assuming if you watch the show itself, it's probably not that over the top. Because to be fair, I was super young, so you could have gotten anything by me. Like I wasn't really, conscious of anything. But yeah, obviously watching that, it's very, very obvious when you mash it all together. Alrighty, let's pull up some information on Xena. 30 years later, still rides on. The iconic Lucy Lawless-led fantasy show still has legions of loyal fans. This was written September 20th of this year. 30 years ago, on September 4th, 1995, a new kind of hero rode into American television screens. She appeared out of the mist, a warrior haunted by dark memories that came flashing back as she rode through a devastated village. Resolved to put her violent past behind her, she buried her weapons and armor, and they were promptly called back to action when she saw a band of thugs terrorizing a group of innocent captives. She fought these brigands wearing only her shift, using her fists and boots, then her recovered weapons, grinning with glee as she brought down her opponents. By the end of the episode, she was faced with an angry crowd in her own village where people viewed her as dangerous, that earned the same people's gratitude by fighting and defeating a warlord to save them, and acquired a friend and traveling companion, an idealistic village girl seeking a better life. She was Xena, warrior princess. The titular character of the show that would run for 6 years, 134 episodes, became a cult hit and galvanized an international fandom. The voiceover for the credits ended with, "Her courage will change the world." This was certainly true for Xena in her fictional universe loosely based on ancient Greece and Rome, with detours into the Middle East, North Africa, China, and the British Isles, and more. In the real world, plenty of people felt that Xena Warrior Princess had changed their lives. It's also a transformative impact on pop culture. Xena, played by New Zealand actress Lucy Lawless, had made her first appearance in a 3-episode arc on the show Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, which was a very good show. I enjoyed it. Very similar setup, I guess. Hercules, his buddy, Xena, Gabrielle kind of thing. She was a warrior princess. Apparently, the female equivalent of warlord, who set out and failed to kill Hercules, then clashed with her own army after saving a baby during a raid on a village, and joined Hercules as his ally and lover before going off on her own quest to redeem herself. While this early Hercules version of the character was unevenly written, Xena was more of a temptress with serious fighting skills in the first episode. A dark but basically honorable warrior in the second, the studio was sufficiently impressed to greenlight a spin-off. Before long, the spin-off had overshadowed the parent show, much to the frustration of Kevin Sorbo, of course, the star of Hercules. Hercules was a fun, campy adventure show that appealed to both kids and adults. Indeed, I was a kid. I kind of enjoyed it. It was, looking back, it was pretty low budget, but I don't know, campy. It was campy and enjoyable. Very much of a product of the glory days of syndicated television, as was Xena, but because the heroine's villainous past and her burden of guilt and inner conflict, Xena was darker and much more complex from the beginning, and got more so as the show went on, where Hercules never killed even the worst of evildoers. Xena and her friend and sidekick Gabrielle sometimes had to grapple with their knowledge that their actions had cost innocent lives. In a striking example of Xena's 50 Shades of Moral Gray, one of her main recurring foes, the female warrior Callisto, was a ruthless killer whose vendetta against Xena gave her a very real claim to sympathy. Back in the day, Callisto's parents and sister had died in a devastating fire that began when Xena and her army raided their village. Xena also stood out as a female-centered action-adventure show with a unique heroine. She had no male support system and no magical or supernatural powers. Some early ideas about giving her a divine origin were rejected, in part to avoid any suggestion that it was the reason for her formidable prowess as a warrior. She had the classic traits of the male hero: fierce and fearless, stoic, self-sufficient, straightforward, brashly confident in her strength and skill, but was also gloriously and unapologetically female. Quote, "There's nothing like it on television," Lava said in an early promo, and she was right. Even today, Lucy and Kevin trade barbs, mostly due to a difference in politics. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. That would, I'm putting myself in Kevin's spot. Like, that would be kind of ego bruising. Like, you're a star of this show. It's been on a couple seasons, and then somebody does like a 3 or a couple month character arc, and then all of a sudden has a spinoff, and their show is better than your show. I would be kind of perturbed at that as well, probably. I'd be like, dang it. Whose idea was it? Xena could get dirty and sweaty in a fight. She could always change from her armor into a simple dress and look stunning. Then slash the sides of the skirt so that it wouldn't get in the way and deliver a memorable butt-kicking to the baddies du jour. In the second season premiere, Orphan of War, she spoke poignantly on her enduring bond to the child she had given away at birth to give him a chance at a peaceful life. Quote, "A lot of people think that giving birth ends when the baby takes its first breath. It's not true. My son has grown inside of me every day, stronger and stronger." Later on, in a storyline that arose from Lois's real-life pregnancy during the 5th season, Xena had another baby on screen and became the world's first action hero who had to take a break from breastfeeding to fend off attackers with a ready quip, "Every time you sit down to eat." That's funny. That's very funny. Besides Xena herself, Xena Warrior Princess boasted a remarkable gallery of female characters, heroes, villains, or both. Gabrielle, Renee O'Connor, of course, is the actor, pursued her own hero's journey, growing from a naive young girl who dreamed of being a warrior and a poet to a fighter who was Xena's near equal, but at a tragic price. There was the Chinese sage, Xena's one-time mentor, Lao Ma, revealed as the real author of the Taoist text attributed to Lao Tzu, who may be mythical as well, so why not? There was Nahara, maybe, a warrior and religious leader whose fight for good turned out to have a darker side of cult-like zealotry. There were Amazon warriors, queens whose tribes were not idealized female utopias, but societies with their own power struggles, conflicts, and flawed leaders. But female-driven as it was, the show also featured a rich range of male characters, notably Ares, Kevin Smith, who evolved from a charismatic adversary seeking to lure Xena back to the dark side into a complex frenemy and love interest with his own potential for redemption. Joxer, a bumbling wannabe warrior whose comic relief and aptitude masked what Xena once called, quote, "the heart of a lion," and in the flashback, Xena's one-time lover and fellow warlord Boreas, who first showed her the path out of darkness by questioning their pursuit of power and riches and risking everything for their child's future. Was it a feminist show? Yes, in the best sense of having women as its center and showing them to be fully human as men, heroic and flawed, strong and weak, capable of good and bad, but it never made good and bad an issue of gender, and it never made a heavy-handed message of female empowerment. Xena and Gabrielle did not fight the patriarchy so much as they ignored it, which granted was made much easier by the way the show wrote it out of existence. Creative decision very much in the post-feminist spirit of the 90s. Guest star Jennifer Skye, who played the young American Amorous in the Amazon Amorous in the 4th and 5th seasons succinctly put in their 2013 tribute, quote, "Gender was not relevant in the Xenaverse. There, a girl or a boy could be a warlord or a farmer, a bard or a sad sack needing protection. In this fantasy version of the ancient world, the warrior princess could step up and take command of an army, take charge of the defense of the city's under siege, without anyone questioning a woman's ability to lead. This is not so much historically inaccurate as simply unconcerned with historical reality. Accuracy was never going to be a primary goal for a show whose heroine could meet King David, Sophocles, and Cleopatra, and have Julius Caesar, played by Star Trek's Carl Urban, as her former lover and current archenemy." Lawless said, "I was shocked when Miss Magazine came out saying Xena was a feminist icon. Because feminism to me was something that belonged to a bygone era. Partly, she says, she now sees that attitude as stemming from ignorance, a failure to realize to what extent she was a beneficiary of earlier generations of feminists in New Zealand, the first nation to grant all women the right to vote back in 1893. But the idea that gender is no obstacle is something Lawless still sees as formative to her life. Quote, "My parents expected as much out of me as my brothers, that you could do anything you wanted," she told me. And maybe that's one reason she was such a perfect lead for a show built around the same idea. If the show had a message of empowerment, it was above all about redemption. As Lawless sums it up, quote, "Yes, you're imperfect, but you deserve to have love. You have value." That she thinks is one of the reasons the show developed such a passionate fandom that drew many people who grew up struggling with personal issues or dealing with shame, including many people who felt marginalized. Lesbian fans who have thought they saw a budding romance between Xena and Gabrielle, two women who traveled together and were intensely devoted to each other, were undoubtedly the best-known fandom demographic, but Lawless points out that there were many others, including African-American women. Yeah, no, I liked Xena. I didn't see many episodes, and of course, I was just really young when it was on. So mostly I was watching repeats. But I remember watching quite a few episodes back in the day. Now, do I remember much of the story? No. I was too young for that. But I was old enough to be able to watch it, but I was young enough to just kind of, the plot just kind of went right over. I thought it was interesting, though. In the early days of the internet, Xena had a busy online life in chat rooms, forums, fan sites, fan fiction to quasi-scholarly essays. For example, fandom was a place where many people found excitement, friendship, and creativity, but could also be contentious, especially as the show began to play to and with the lesbian subtext, sometimes turning it into an are they or aren't they game. Yet the show also unabashedly leaned into the smoldering, intimate tension and complicated feelings between Xena and Ares, an ongoing dynamic that excited many in the fandom and on a few occasions brought in a transient male romantic interest, such as Mark Antony, you know, the one from and Cleopatra. Inevitable online fighting ensued. Fans could get quite proprietary, says Lawless. Quote, "I learned early on not to be poking around the chat forums." That's just solid advice, period, honestly. That is solid advice. In an interview in 2003, 2 years after the finale, Lawless recalled that fandom ugliness... Was that you? Were you ugly back in 2003? Much of it was directed at her husband, Robert Tappert, who was also Xena's executive producer. Quote, "I felt like there were a few people out there that were so malevolent and so malicious they clouded everything else." She told the New Zealand magazine Metro, "Things probably got even nastier after series finale, in which Xena sacrificed her life, an adventure in Japan, to atone for yet another past wrong, and Gabrielle sailed back to Greece alone. For once, the anger on the forums may have united all the fandom factions. Xena fans who are still active today, Lawless told me, are, quote, wonderful people, some of whom have been there since the beginning and some of whom are new. Meanwhile, says Lawless, quote, the trolls have dropped away. They've gone on to, I don't know, watch reality television or something. So many Kiwi actors on an era, of an era in the show. Nearly all the Spartacus actors, for instance, was in Xena or Hercules. Really? Wow. Were they won't they still comes up. Quote, if they reboot Xena, if they were to make her gay and she and Gabrielle kissed every week, so what? It's still not the essence of the show, just as it doesn't matter if the fireman who's putting out your house is gay. It's still about some kind of inner journey. Your sexuality doesn't matter. Interesting. So it's more, well, I mean, yeah, the show is literally called Warrior Princess. I'm assuming it focuses on war. But that is still, it could be part of it. And indeed, for legions of fans, Xena is still first and foremost a warrior on a quest. That's what I was looking for, a warrior on a quest. Quote, what I love most about is how Xena blends strength, humor, and heart. She's fierce and flawed. Fantastic human warrior woman, and I see myself in that warrior spirit. Tracy Sillers, a finance manager, still active fan in Sydney, Australia, wrote me in an email. The warrior spirit and the fight for the, quote, greater good can manifest themselves in many ways in the real world of today. There you go. For Sillers, it's reflected in the challenges of being a mother of a child with disabilities. Sillers' personal story reflects those of many fans who are keeping the flame alive. She first got hooked as a young adult in the 90s. It was, she says, the only show she and her brother agreed on. Cool. When she started watching the reruns more than a decade later, the warrior flame roared back to life. This time, Sillers not only joined the online fandom, where she found some amazing lifelong friends, she even started going to conventions and cosplaying as Xena. Nice. It's very cool that it's still, living on through that. Very, very cool. Surprising fantasy series 30 years ago became an instant cult classic. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find something a little different than the other one. Few could go toe-to-toe with Hercules, who was destined to nearly always emerge on top, but Kevin Sorbo, inhabiting Hercules with Jockish aplomb? What word is that? Met his match in the form of Lawless's Xena. She nearly bests Hercules in combat, and she definitely overtakes him in sheer personality. Initially an unscrupulous warmongering villain, she'd be turned into a fan-favorite hero over the course of a few episodes. The setup isn't too different from Hercules. Both are globe-trotting mythological mishmashes, pulling from folklore and myth as needed. Both typically revolve around stories that feature the leading heroes having to rescue someone, prevent a battle, stand up for the defenseless. Xena, though, jumped between tones with an ease that Hercules never quite mastered. It ranged from high-stakes fantasy to pure camp, and Lawless is ready for it all. Totally agree. Xena's extended cast included figures like the ever-entertaining Bruce Campbell, indeed, playing the thriving Autoclus, and Ted Raimi's amusing turn as the dim-witted Joxer. And while Hercules had Lolus, a sidekick pulled from ancient Greek mythology, who served as both best friend and Robin to Hercules' Batman, Xena's partner was Gabrielle, original character. The relationship is marked by growth. When Xena first meets Gabrielle, she's rescuing the latter from slavery. Gabrielle's inspired by Xena and joins her on her journey, with that act of heroism serving as Xena's primary affirmation of burgeoning inner goodness. Gabrielle, for her part, becomes a more proficient warrior, while her friendship with Xena deepens. Fill in for the Hobbit movies, really? Though the series never says that there's an outright romance between the two, that edit we just watched proves it. Warrior Princess never shied away from Xena and Gabrielle being affectionate with one another. The pair kiss multiple times, but the show is content to let you sift through the context. Lawless herself would come to determine that the two were definitely a couple. Indeed, indeed. The 90s were awash. Gay panic humor on mainstream television. Yeah, this is completely accurate. In 2025, Xena Warrior Princess is primarily let down by its budget. Yeah. And if you go in expecting a Game of Thrones-esque epic, the interchangeable village sets might disappoint. Yeah, it is what it is, okay? It was a simpler time back then. The TV shows were not as, budget heavy. TV back then was seen as very, and this is even including the 90s for the most part. TV was seen as being under movies. Like as an actor, you never wanted to do TV. Because if you do TV, you might get blackballed for movies. Like that was a legitimate fear for a lot of actors. Don't do TV. Don't do it. They'll just see you as a TV actor and you'll never do another movie. Like it was that level. Eventually that changed when, Netflix kind of got big, budgets got bigger, TV shows, writing got better. Like it flipped. And it might still be like that for some, but it's definitely changed to the point where, look at Game of Thrones. It was just mentioned. People in Game of Thrones, they're going on to do movies. Now, are those movies any good? Maybe. But there's no stigma to it as much. Still get surprised sometimes when a big name is announced for a TV show now. Exactly. It's still surprising. And that's from that leftover, TV. Ugh. TV's like low budget. It's beneath movies. If you want to be an actual actor, you got to do movies. It's kind of that built-in, I don't know, prejudice or whatever, where we're just like, ugh. We were taught to go, ugh, to TV. It's very weird. Very, very strange. Love, death, and lesbian subtext. An oral history of Xena Warrior Princess. September 4th, so a couple months ago, marked the 30th anniversary for the show. Before there was Buffy, Max, Sydney, or even the bride, there was Xena, a warrior princess with a chip on her shoulder and the courage to change the world. As opposed to Hercules, this one had a little bit more emotional depth that wasn't afraid to make relationships complicated or messy. Premiered in September of 1995. Wow, that is a long time ago. In my mind, 1995 was like a decade ago. In reality, it is not a decade ago. Xena and Gabrielle did more than just save innocence. They helped to pave the way for female action heroes in television and film, becoming pop cultural phenomenons, as well as feminist and lesbian icons in the process. I'm just going to say it was an anomaly at that time to have a female-driven kick-butt show, co-creator said. With the success of Xena, it opened the doors for everything after. A hero rises. Creator-writer said, I wish I could say it was a long-term great plan to give Xena her own series, but it really wasn't. Hercules was 5 two-hour movies. Then they ordered 13 episodes of Hercules, and there was a show it was paired with called Vanishing Sun. And while Hercules did really well, Vanishing Sun didn't do as well. So the executives at the studio at the time said, we control those 2-hour blocks on all those stations across America. We need a better pairing than that. And so when they saw the Xena character in Hercules, literally in a rough cut, the roughest of rough cuts, they said, yes, we should rip ourselves off before somebody else does. And so that really was the financial need at the studio. And I had a long desire to tell a female action story and could never really find out what that was until I had seen a bunch of Hong Kong movies that had a female villain kind of doing good things. Xena was kind of born out of that, and the universe lined up perfectly for it. That's so funny. The studio was like, hey, we should rip ourselves off before somebody else does. Let's have another Hercules show, but instead, female. Like, that's so funny to me. And you know it was as simple as that, right? They were worried about other people, other stations putting out something similar. God. RJ Stewart said, executive producer and writer, said, I was hired to write the pilot after Rob had sold the concept and gotten an order of 22 episodes on the air. That is a lot. 22 episodes immediately. Could you imagine that today? Now we get 8 or 10. I got the impression it was Lucy's brilliant performance as the character on Xena on Hercules that triggered the move. It was smart. Producers recognizing star potential. Lucy, aka Xena, said, when it was first mooted, I thought, oh well, let me know when it's a real thing. And sure enough, the big moment was more when I got cast in Hercules, because lots of other actresses were up for the role and because they didn't realize that Hercules was going to be a hit. They all turned it down because it was a pilot season. So I was just really the lucky local kid on the spot who the job fell to. And it was a life-changing moment. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That is so cool. It's amazing what, imagine if somebody else played it. Maybe it wouldn't have caught on. Who knows? Lucy said, a couple of days after I got the call, it was New Year's, and I was away camping with my family. I was sitting in a chair in Auckland, New Zealand, having my hair dyed dark. And they talked about making me blonde or something, but Gabriella Sabatini was my model at the time because she was #1 in the world at tennis. So I was like, no. She should be bronzed and dark-haired. Fortunately, they went for it because bleaching my hair would have been a drag. Yeah, that's funny. Bruce Campbell said, we referred to Xena as the little show or the girl show because Hercules was filmed in 35 millimeter and they started Xena off in 16 millimeter. They wanted to save money. Little did they know that Xena would eventually sort of eclipse and become really bigger than Hercules, which is pretty funny to see from the origin. It was nice to sort of be there when it started. A gay love story is born. While Xena was a standout character of her own, it was her relationship with Gabrielle that established the series as unlike any other. They quickly became a dynamic duo that kicked butt and turned the standard on its head, but first, the show had to find the right person to play Xena's foil, enter Renee O'Connor. So we had Renee in one of the 2-hour Hercules movies, and when Xena was getting creatively formulated, she was the first person that came to mind as a sidekick. Studio liked other people, but there was a young, naive, girlish quality to Renee that I personally loved. And so we brought her in a bunch of times to see if there was a couple other people that the studio was leaning towards, but eventually they let us, as producers, have our way. And by that time, I'm pretty certain RJ Stewart was there, and he and I agreed wholeheartedly that she was Gabrielle. That's so amazing. Lawless said, I think life imitates art in a way where whatever's going on in the scene, you kind of make it real in your life. And Renee did a little bit of the, I'm a puppy and you're the big Xena. And I'd go, stop that stuff. Because I knew I wasn't more experienced than her or more talented or anything, but I think it was just her experimenting with the role, really. Anyway, she got quickly over it, put it away, so did Gabrielle. But it was always going to be those two. It was a new model for storytelling, because we hadn't seen 2 female leads on TV before, so that was never going to change. Even if we hated each other, that would have been the role that we would have to play, but we grew to really love and rely on each other, and to this day, she's like my sister. That's awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Let's move on to the next one. My voice is tired. Logan and Veronica. This is from, obviously, Veronica Mars, entitled I Love You, I'm Sorry, which is, if you've ever been in love, you've probably said that phrase before. I love you, I'm sorry. It's a classic. It's an absolute classic. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump in.
I can't take that I hurt you, and all I want to do is protect you. I'm sorry about last summer.
2 August ago,
If I could do it over,
I told the truth.
Come on. Ruined lives,
like
bloodshed.
you went home.
Really think a relationship should be that hard?
I'm by the gate.
no one writes songs about the ones that come easy.
Now you go alone. Charm all the people you train for. You mean
I guess we broke up, huh?
After this stream is done, I don't think I'll say another word all weekend. It's usually how I feel after these streams. The voice is just like...
Right. I sing Storm Out, a burst of perfection.
So what's the destruction to in your relationship?
I think it might be me.
Always about me.
I'm sorry, Logan.
I love you, I'm sorry.
So what's up, Eccles?
Look at us, falling right back into our algorithms.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, our stories have spanning years.
Going somewhere same, and I'll have a drink. Wistfully lean out my
You were
window
serious.
and
You'd be in the
watch
same room as your
sunset on
intended,
the lake.
and there'd be a ring involved.
Pocket on the right.
But it's okay.
I bet you know there's no one else.
That's just
I don't want you.
Don't. Please.
I love you.
I push my
But if I'm not what you want, say so.
I'm
gonna go home, put my head in the oven because I can't go on living knowing what a heartless bitch I am.
I would be sticking my head in the oven because the 2 most important people in my life would be gone. You're out of my life forever.
Actually, you have a problem with Veronica, you're pretty much dead to me.
You're when I thought, I'm going to die tonight. The only person I thought about was Logan.
We should take the long way.
Come on, I'll drive you home on a back street. I want to marry Veronica because she's the toughest human being I've ever met.
Like, why bother with something not good just because it's something?
Especially when you know the difference. Take Veronica as your lawfully wedded wife. You do.
What a growth story. Oh my gosh. Beautiful edit. Great song choice. It's really one of those where you're just like, kind of reminds me of Nathan Scott's journey, where he's just kind of the high school D-bag, to put it not so great. Kind of a jerk, and then finds himself, gets a little more mature, starts standing up for himself or whatever, and just matures gracefully, you know? Obviously, Logan went into the military. That'll that'll do it. But yeah, it's that arc of like just being a jerk to finally, you know, being someone that you would want to be in a relationship with, right? You know, that classic line of be the person you would want to be in a relationship with, or be the friend that you would want to be friends with. Kind of a classic, you know, mirroring trait. Excellent edit. Link down below in the video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love, and also check out the channel. They might have other edits that you might enjoy. And if you really enjoy it, request it for stream. Of course. All right, let's bring up some information on Veronica and Logan and their relationship. Oh boy. It's hard for me at this point because I know the ending. I know the ending. And I'm sure if you're a fan of Veronica Mars, you know the ending as well. And it's just, I don't know what they were going for there. such a wild decision that I can't believe it. I just can't. Timeline of Veronica and Logan's relationship on Veronica Mars. It's complicated. When you purchase through links... Oh my God. Not me reading their affiliate commission disclosure. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to the actual text. Oh, it's Friday. Veronica Mars may be one of the best whodunit series of all time. Some of the reasons why it's such a great series is that it's able to capture the loneliness and anger of being an outsider while delivering captivating weekly mysteries. The mystery and intrigue are what makes us watch the show, but the many other compelling elements of Veronica Mars, including Logan and Veronica's relationship, keeps us turning in. We'll turn off right before the ending. That's what I can tell you. Veronica and Logan may have had one of the most complicated relationships on television. They're either extremely cute together or completely toxic. Basically, they were epic. The relationship played out over 4 seasons in a movie, but their relationship occurred nearly over 2 decades. In season 1, we learned that at 12 years old, Logan meets Veronica. Veronica recalls when Logan, Duncan, and Lily and she went to homecoming together. It included some teen shenanigans, such as a game of Truth and Dare. Ooh. Or Dare. During this game, which one do you usually choose? Which one would you choose? If I said Truth or Dare right now, what would you choose? Did you say Truth? Well, it is what it is. During this game, Logan admits that when he first saw her, he immediately thought 12-year-old Veronica. Okay, I would just want to preface before I say this. He was also 12. They were both together 12. He thought 12-year-old Veronica was hot. Again, he was also 12. Just want to, I think. Aren't they the same age? God, I hope they are. I hope they are. Protect yourself. I'm trying. I'm trying desperately. But then I thought, wait a minute. Are they the same age? Or is he like a senior and she's a freshman? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're going to move on. Veronica and Logan. They're in the same grade. Oh, thank God. Oh, boy. Wow. Veronica and Logan start dating the Kane siblings. Despite this early crush, Logan apparently did not act on it because eventually Logan and Veronica began dating Lily and Duncan. They also become a really tight foursome until Logan becomes an obligatory psychotic jerk. Again, starting from the bottom, working his way up. It's a classic. Lily dies, they become mortal enemies. The tragic story of Lily's death leads to the group falling apart and Logan deciding to torture Veronica because her sheriff father, Keith, accuses Duncan and Lily's father, Jake, of murdering Lily. All right, probably figuratively torturing. Veronica and Logan remain hostile towards one another for quite a while, especially when they're both still grieving and haunted by Lily. Amanda Seyfried gives one of her best performances as Lily as she haunts Veronica in flashbacks and hallucinations through Veronica Mars Season 1. Logan asks Veronica to help him find his mother. Relationship begins to change when Lynn Eccles seemingly ends herself, allegedly. However, Logan doesn't believe that his mother is really dead, so he hires Veronica to help him find her. It's the first time since Lily's death that the two have actively spent together and not tried to destroy each other. It's discovered that Lynn is in fact dead. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's rough. This sad revelation allows Veronica and Logan to bond. Additionally, she also learns that Aaron Eccles' abusive relationship with Logan. The entire situation gives Veronica a new sympathy and understanding of him. I would say so. They kiss when he rushes to protect her. Veronica and Logan don't exactly become friends from what happens with Lynn. Well, yeah. But they have a less volatile relationship, of course. However, it crosses over to enemies to lovers territory when he rushes to a hotel to save her from a guy he thinks is a danger. In typical Logan fashion, he starts punching and asks questions later. Instead of the usual Veronica fashion of scolding him for it, she surprises everyone by kissing him. She seems to surprise even herself. He then responds with shock and a longer, more passionate kiss. Hey-oh. They then run away from each other to avoid talking about it. I literally thought that was going to say they run away together. I was like, wow, okay. Logan and Veronica start a secret romance. Ooh. Finally talk about their kiss, decide they want to continue. Okay. It was that good. Explore their romantic connection, but secretly. This leads to lots of secret makeout sessions, both in and out of school. However, the romance takes a turn when Veronica learns that Logan had the GHB the night she was slipped a drug. I don't even know if I can say that word. Slipped something and was SA'd. Yikes. Everyone finds out about their secret romance because, yeah, it's impossible to keep those things secret. It is a time bomb. I don't know if I'm breaking news there. Veronica then avoids Logan until she finally tells him why she hasn't spoken to him. This leads to her further investigating in what happened that night. Though Logan isn't completely innocent, as he did slip something into Duncan's drink without his knowledge. Veronica forgives him. They resume their secret romance. Game on. But it all gets exposed when Aaron decides to throw Logan a surprise birthday party, and everyone there catches Logan and Veronica kissing. Logan stands up for her when Dick is being, well, a jerk. Logan refers to Veronica as his girlfriend and tells anyone who doesn't like Veronica that they can leave. Duncan decides to leave, fracturing Logan and Duncan's best friendship. She accuses him of killing Lily. Romantic bliss doesn't last long because she finds cameras in his pool house. She worries that he killed Lily. Veronica takes what she knows to the police and Logan is arrested, but eventually he's freed. Logan confronts her about the betrayal. I mean, she literally tried to throw him in prison. It's over for them. The together, not together, Logan-Veronica relationship whirlwind begins. Season 2, they date over the summer before senior year, but break up before school starts. Oh my gosh, they go back to enemies again? Oh no. Veronica begins dating Duncan a few weeks after. Oh boy. Yeah, that would go back to enemies. Logan's epic speech. Logan gets drunk. I mean, hey, those are the best speeches, right? Get a little liquid courage in you, and then the feelings and the emotions just start bleh. Tells Veronica that he thought they were soulmates and didn't want to lose her from his life. Before they can kiss, Veronica runs off. The next morning, she tells him that she wants to give the relationship another chance. However, he was so drunk that he doesn't remember the speech and hooked up with Kendall that night. Charisma Carpenter, also. Shout out to Angel. We've definitely done some Buffy and Angel stuff recently. Oh my gosh, that is wild. A distraught and humiliated Veronica hastily leaves. Oh my gosh. They get back together, though, when he saves her from Cassidy. Oh my gosh. Relationship continues in college. They break up, but get back together and break up again. Logan dates Parker. Veronica dates Piz. Veronica Mars movie. They reunite 9 years later. Get back together. Season 4, Logan proposes. Veronica says no. Later, she says yes. When he returns from a brief time away, Veronica and Logan get married, and that's where the story ends. They get married and they live happily ever after. Nothing happened after that at all. They just lived happily ever after. You don't have to talk about anything else. Nothing happened. That's how they ended it. Beautiful. In love, hand in hand, dancing, slow dancing in the night. Yep, that's how it ended. I'm sure all the Veronica Mars fans will agree. That's how it ended. 14 defining moments for Veronica Mars's Logan and Veronica, a.k.a. Love. I mean, it's a lot. Season 1, she's a keeper. Number 2, their first kiss. Certainly obvious. These are defining moments. There you go. You could see it in all its glory. Logan moves on from Lily. If you don't like my girlfriend, you can leave. Get out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Season 2, Veronica cradles Logan. Logan cradles Veronica. Number 6, the Sadie Hawkins dance. It's classic. Did we have a Sadie Hawkins dance? I think we did. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if we did or not. I know my brother's high school did. The high school that I ended up going to, I don't think we did. That's when that's usually when the girl asks the guy out on the dance or whatever. The roles flip. Yeah, I don't think we did that. I'm trying to think. I don't think we did. These were the only articles I could find we haven't read before. True. I mean, there's only so many you could do, right? There's only so many. But just to be on the same page, they get married and then nothing happens afterwards. They get married and nothing happens. They live happily ever after, right? Right? Am I supposed to root for Veronica and Logan? I just finished season 1 for the first time and they can't be serious. Oh my gosh. This person doesn't even know the roller coaster they're about to go on. I love it. Even in the context of the season, the two feel like they just put them together to drive up the drama for the season's tail end. I knew they got together, but I imagined it was a much slower burn, and it didn't fit where the season was headed. Never mind, Logan was willingly letting people mess with drunken Veronica, and she's willing to forgive that, and him slipping something in Duncan's drink. He hasn't done enough to atone for anything for this to work. I know Veronica dates other people in other seasons before they end up together, but I'm just curious about what people think of them together, especially in the context of season 1. What a wild ride this person's about to go on. Hopefully they went on it, right? Hopefully they finished watching it. Coming from someone who is also not a huge fan of Logan and Veronica together, they do get more palatable as the seasons go on. Their issues turn into more basic teen relationship melodrama, less Logan being an actual sociopath. Logan also goes through a lot of character development, especially reformed in season 4. That being said, Logan never really ends up needing to take responsibility for some of the really awful things he does. He does somewhat atone for his past, but mostly because he decides on his own that he wants to be a better person. Interesting. The way the male characters get away with just about anything is probably my biggest criticism of the show. Otherwise, it's aged pretty well. I think maybe when people first start watching, they assume things about Veronica that aren't true, and they kind of place tropes on her that aren't really true. Veronica is a messed up person that lives for conflict in many ways, and in that way, Logan is pretty perfect for her. From what I read on Wikipedia, I think originally the intention was to let Veronica get back together with Duncan, but the audience response to Logan and Veronica was so great, the characters decided to keep the pair. They're like, F you, Duncan, get out of here. Duncan is Captain Cardboard compared to Logan. Captain Cardboard. Oh my gosh. Logan in season 1 is a troubled jerk. Yeah, that is true. But so is Veronica. She's always sneaking around and lying to her dad. Regularly takes advantage of Wallace and gets him into crappy situations constantly. She's snarky and rude, to teachers and students, constantly classist in how she treats people. So yes, I root for Logan and Veronica together because they're both effed up by trauma, and sometimes finding comfort and understanding each other is the only thing that makes sense. I like how that went so far down and then all of a sudden just whoop. That was hilarious. I'm not saying Veronica's a saint. Still, one of Logan's many indiscretions contributes to the very night Veronica was slipped something and taken advantage of, and he didn't care in that moment. Personal traumas aside, that's just not a good basis for a relationship. True. That is true. Veronica and Logan were always endgame for me. I love their relationship. They know each other so well, that's why it works, till it doesn't. I don't root for them, but I'm definitely in the minority. Personally, always rooted for Veronica in Weevil. Interesting. If you ever want to enter a rabbit hole, I remember reading almost all the available Weaver fanfic around 2012. Oh, no. I see zero romantic or chemistry there. In a sick way, bad boy way, yes, you are. But it's very high school. As an adult, Logan would be a nightmare to date. Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you're in high school looking at that dude, yeah, you're probably into him. But as an adult looking back, I mean, yeah. As an adult looking at Logan during that first season, you're probably just like, ugh. But, you know, it is what it is. It was a show that's aimed at teens, right? For sure. What's up, Aerospace? Yes, that is part of it. These are all member-requested videos. So if you'd like to request a video, you can certainly do so. ToddReacts.com. If you cannot, well, join the Discord. Maybe you can convince a member to request something. But it's their choice. It is their choice at the end of the day. The more you get into, the more they start addressing it. Don't want to give any spoilers, but Veronica especially gets called out a few times. It still stings. Veronica Mars and the unholy, unnecessary fate of Logan. I mean, good grief. This was an insane ending. Let's be real. Insane. I haven't even seen the show. I have not watched the show. I'm not attached to the show. But just reading about what happens is crazy. Crazy. Why did the writers choose to do that? It doesn't make any sense. There's a time when Veronica Mars' legacy was that of a beloved cult show that was canceled too soon by network execs who didn't understand it. With the arrival of a crowd-funded feature film in 2014, its legacy evolved as one of the first shows to see the benefits of a revival. Now it simply brings thoughts of sadness, rage, and betrayal. Ooh. Yikes. That's bad. That's so bad. Why did they do that? Why? Why would they do that? In order for us to keep doing these, I think it needs to become a detective show, a noir mystery detective show. And those elements of teenage soap need to be behind us. Thomas told TV Guide on the decision to kill Logan, noting that he also hoped to take Veronica out of Neptune and on the road in potential future seasons. I sort of viewed these 8 episodes as a bridge to what Veronica Mars might be moving towards. So they wanted to take the show to become more of like a solo, on the road, detective, noir, mystery, and put all that teenage soap crap that has given us fans who funded a movie, put all that behind you. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is just an insane decision. Instead of being a bridge to the future, it was a bridge to the grave of Thomas's own making. Yeah. Not since How I Met Your Mother ignored literal years of character development in order to deliver a half-cooked series finale, the creators had come up with several years prior has a show felt so out of touch with its characters, the story it was telling, its fans. Thomas's decision to kill Logan is the perfect example of a creator being unable to recognize their own biases to the detriment of the creation. He wrongly believed that Veronica needed to be hardened by years of nonstop torment and trauma in order to prove she was a great detective whose story was worth continuing. In putting her through the emotional ringer again, after spending the entire season attempting to dig into her flaws and determine the root of her problems, Thomas swiftly undermined his heroine and her trauma with one misguided act of devastating violence. The fact that Thomas then chose to skip completely over Veronica's grieving process entirely reveals how little he ultimately thought of Logan and Veronica's relationship with him, which had pushed her to be better and work through her long-time trust issues. It's common knowledge by now that Logan was not intended to be Veronica's love interest when the show debuted. Fans took to the character more than they took to Teddy Dunn's Duncan, so the latter was jettisoned from the show after season 2, and in the end, Logan turned out to be a much better partner and match for Veronica's personality. So what's truly unfortunate about Thomas killing Logan and killing him so violently is that his thought process during season 4 has the potential to color everything that happened in the show up until the bomb went off. I mean, it's just lunacy. Furthermore, the love and contentment are not character flaws or weaknesses. They are not an element of, quote, teenage soap, as Thomas put it. In fact, one could argue that by allowing herself to believe that she and Logan could have a very happy future together, regardless of everything she'd witnessed in her line of work, Veronica had shown more personal and emotional growth in the show's 4th season than she had the entire run. He also made terrible plot choices for iZombie 2. I don't think I'd trust a show from Rob Thomas again. Yeah, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Talk about not knowing your audience. That is unforgivable, doing that. That would have been like if, let's see. Well, that would have been like at the final Twilight, Edward dies, or like gets killed by a spike to the chest. And also, like every other potential love interest, Jacob, everybody died. And it was just Bella. Like, what? Slayer Kitty, I never got over killing Logan. Honestly, if you're a true fan, I don't think you could. Like, that is such an insane idea. I can't point to another example of that where the showrunner, creator, whatever, made the worst possible decision they probably could have made. It ruins the show even on rewatch. Oh my gosh. When you said Spike, I thought you meant Spike from Buffy killing Edward. Oh, what a crossover that would have been, huh? Imagine if, I forget which one it is, Eclipse or something. I'm not exactly sure. Breaking Dawn Part 1, where the family and all the different vampires start coming together to help defend. And you just saw Spike for no reason. Like, what the heck? He's like some long distant cousin or whatever. That would have been hilarious. Oh my gosh. They missed a beautiful opportunity right there. Probably none of the teenage fans that were into Twilight would have recognized him. I'm assuming, maybe the younger folks. But that would have been hilarious for older people. Just all of a sudden you see Spike. Like, what? Is that Spike? He's there to protect Bella. I can't believe they did that to Logan. I really can't. I'm trying to come up with some show that has ended in such a way that it ruined the show. That would have been like, I know I'm going to it often, but I have reacted to about 13,000 The Summer I Turned Pretty videos recently. That would have been like if Conrad somehow died in the final season. Like, he just died. Like, maybe the plane went down as he was flying to France. And Belly had to live with the idea that he was coming to see her. And never made it. Or my theory of something bad's going to happen in that movie. I don't know what, but something is. I just feel it. I feel it. There's going to be an event. Is it going to be a good event, bad event? Maybe they have a marriage, yes, and it's a positive. But something's lurking around the corner, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, it would have been like that. Like Conrad's showing up to, you know, declare his love or get back together with Belly, and then he never makes it. That would have been like that. And the devastation that would have happened across the world would have been, it would have been measurable. Like a earthquake. Like, that would have been absolutely brutal for everybody involved. But, yeah, I can't believe they did that. It just, yeah, I'm not surprised it ruins the rewatch, honestly. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. It is BounPrem TikTok Edits Compilation Part 2. Here we go. Whoa, what a tone shift. What a tone shift. Whoa. Anyone else got a little whiplash? What's up, Rexon?
Catch me if you can, working on my tan Salvatore, dying by the hand of a foreign man, I believe.
Salvatore. Talking about Vampire Diaries? What's Stefan? Ian? Photos met.
The lingering question
adorable. Now that's relatable.
ฉันกำลังเก็บข้อมูลอยู่ว่าแวมไพร์จะเอาชนะใจมันได้ไง
One of the first non-Kin Porsche BL videos I saw was these two in Ocean Eyes. Cool.
If you ever feel alone and the glare makes me hard to find, just know that I'm always very loud on the other side. Cause with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soap, I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Just put your hand on the past.
It's like a real-life back scratcher. It's like you're a mirror. Going into the weekend like Fan was supposed to win a prize here, but Bound ended up winning. Oh my gosh.
สมมติคุณรู้จักกันมากี่ปีแล้วโอ้ยได้6 ปีครับ6 ปีถ้าสมมติ6 ปีเนี่ยเราจะการเป็นแฟนกันมา6 ปีแล้วมันความสัมพันธ์เนี่ยมันต้องฟีลประมาณไหนนี่ว่ามันหมดช่วงโปรโมชั่นแล้วล่ะก็แล้วแต่อาจจะเป็นแบบฟีลหมดโปรโมชั่นก็ได้
Oh, that's funny.
แล้วมันอยู่ใช้ชีวิตด้วยกันทุกวันมันน่าจะเป็นจุดที่ยอมรับข้อเสียกันได้แล้ว
You cameoed in Cutie Pie. Okay.
ไม่ได้นาน
That's funny. The promotional period's over, so what's going on? Bound and Z are friends. Cool.
ใครเขินก็กันนะทีนี้พูดตามพี่เชิญครับกัดได้ครับแต่ถ้ากัดไม่นานไม่ให้กัดครับ
Bounds in Zombiver too. Nice. So what are the reviews of Zombiver? Is it good? Like really good?
แม่จ๋าช่วยด้วยชอบไหมชอบไหมเดี๋ยวจะมี QR code ของผมนะอยู่
Okay. I will tell you.
Thought it was great.
You turn
Nice.
around and then walk straight through the door. And you
Rocco
walk
Kitty
right
definitely loved it. I remember seeing that. Halfway through episode 6 or 7. Nice. Original take on zombies. Good. Honestly, that's what we're all looking for, right? Just an original take. The LOL on them. LOL Fan Fest.
สามารถจดบนมือแฟนคุณหรือคนในครอบครัวคุณได้นะฮะยังไงคนโสดนะคนนี้ก็
I love the sideways smirk on the mascot. It's amazing. Their naughty child. Indeed. I feel that. This look right here. Right there. That's the we made it to Friday, end of the week look right there. Just staring off into the abyss. Exhausted. Prem's face every day. That's awesome. Highly relatable. Do they have the mascot, the naughty child mascot around their belt? That's awesome. They carry their child everywhere together. Mascot merch. 185 centimeters is 6 feet, basically. Gotcha. Had to do the conversion, but I figured it out.
Can't you tell that I want you? I say that.
He's like, come on, let's go. We're done. We're done here.
เอาได้แล้วแหละอุ๊ยเหมือนว่าต้องหมุนแล้วเองได้แล้วนะอันที่สามอันสองอันหนึ่งอุ๊ย
ถ้าสมมติว่าถ้าเป็นจีบอ่ะชาติไหนได้เป็นแฟนกว่าเขาจะพูดออกมาสักคำหนึ่งอะเฮ้ยพี่ครับแล้วเว้นประมาณอาทิตย์หนึงอะนายค่อยต่อผมเว้นไปอีกเดือนหนึงไม่ใช่
Oh my gosh. The tea is spilled. I think those are Sony's, right? I think those are the Sony XM series. If completely judging by looks, I have no idea, but I think it is. Those are supposed to be pretty dang good. The end. The end. Excellent edit and compilation they put together there. Link down below in the video description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. And also check out the channel. They might have other edits that might interest you. Let's go ahead and pull up some information on BounPrem. Got a few links for you. Here we go. Best Thai dramas starring BounPrem. Recommended. Until We Meet Again. So you can kind of look at these and think if you agree. Let me know. If you don't, well, you can also let me know. Soon after making their solo debuts as Thai actors, Boun and Prem starred together in the 2019 BL drama Until We Meet Again. The show follows the ill-fated love story of Korn and In Touch, who used to be a couple. 30 years after their shocking demise, Korn and In Touch are reborn as Farm and Dean and study at the same university. The show gave fans their favorite couple in BounPrem as they played best friends of the main leads. Okay. Popularity soared to the roof because of following their appearance in this BL drama. So this is the one that kind of launched them, I guess. The two actors were cast in multiple projects with the same character names, one being a 22 spin-off Between Us, where BounPrem played the lead couple. Look at that. Upgraded. My favorite BL of all time. Really? Wow. Until We Meet Again. Honestly, it sounds like a pretty good premise. And of course, it's the university trope. And they're probably in engineering, right? Long Kong, finding our BounPrem couple in a horror drama, was not in the 23 bingo card, but it is, as it turns out. The couple also acted in a horror thriller. 2020 show is a horror drama that narrates the story of a high school cheerleading team who navigates through different challenges, including being haunted by spirits and demons. Interesting. Cheerleading team is haunted after the target of their bullying decides to make her tormentors pay by summoning various spirits and demons using her blood. Ooh. As the other students are terrorized by ghouls and demons out to kill them. She trains even harder to take on the center position of the cheerleading team, behaving as though nothing was wrong with the other students in school. We have another one here, You Never Eat Alone, special couple appearance. Since the actor couple shot to fame, starred in multiple dramas for cameo appearances, You Never Eat Alone is a 2020 drama that sees a special appearance of the couple in the 9th episode. Show is an innovative Thai BL series that focuses on mental health. In this offbeat comedy, the lead actor has a unique phobia of eating alone. I'm going to be really real here. Who doesn't? If you have any sort of like social anxiety, eating alone is terrifying. It's really something you got to push through. But the fact that you even have to push through it, and this is very relatable to me, means it's something, right? Like, it should be an easy thing to do. You just go, you eat, you leave. Simple enough process. You do it hundreds, thousands of times. But when you're doing it alone, it becomes a whole animal, and you're just like, ugh. I don't know. I'll find something else to do, or I'll find somewhere else to go. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. We got 7 Project, 2021 anthology series. 7-episode show that narrates the story of 7 different campus couples. Using music and video, the show aims to highlight different love issues presented using different couples representing diverse experiences of love. Star in episode 4 as they play Mech and Balloon, respectively. Mech opens his heart again when he meets Balloon, but the latter comes into the relationship with many conditions that threaten either of the two parties getting tired of their partner's demands. Then, of course, as mentioned previously, we got Cutie Pie. Another special appearance, 2022, Zenunu, another popular BL couple. You don't say. Another popular BL couple, huh? Starred in Cutie Pie, the series, appearing in episode 7 of the show. BounPrem played Top and Win, respectively. And our Leons, played by Z, friends. Leon introduces his fiancée, Kua, played by Nunu, to his friend. These friends are trying to see if Kua is a good match for Leon and try to push the couple into starting voicing their true emotions to each other. We got Rose in Da House. Da House. Prem special appearance. Lives of 6 actors, singers from the Thai industry who have to stay under the same roof. I mean, that is wild. Be My Boyfriend 2, reality shows project. Catch here is that these 6 actors are unaware that there's also someone, Rose, in the house. Bound plays himself on the show, and Prem appears as Rose's boyfriend. Interesting. We got Even Sun, 2020 BL drama, is the first official TV show starring Bound and Prem in the lead roles. Here Prem plays Sun, a debt collector, who's unable to successfully collect a debt. Well, that's not good. Not a very good debt collector. More of a debt informer, I guess. Sun's father presses him to collect a debt from Athit? I'm not exactly sure. Played by Bound. Without the money, Sun will go bankrupt, and he decides to visit his island, Bound's island. Their Sun meets Talay and Nay, friends and henchmen. The debt collector's son plans to get close to Bound with the help of his friends. Interesting. That's quite the play to get a debt collected. Wow, that's a lot of work. Ongoing 2022 spin-off series Between Us is BounPrem's second official show as the main leads. Follows the life of Win and Team, who played side characters in the 2019 Until We Meet Again. The ongoing show, Win and Team try to navigate through Team's past traumas and Win's protective nature as the two fall in love. We got My Broccoli coming up. Show has not been released yet, but is one of BounPrem's upcoming projects thanks to their popularity in Until We Meet Again, of course. The two actors came to be called the Broccoli Couple. My Broccoli is a vampire fiction that follows the clash between the life of humans and supernatural beings. Revamp. Oh, yeah. All that we know about My Broccoli so far is the short plot synopsis. The law of the living in the human world is you may not feel love. There you go. Revamp indeed. This is from 22. Talk about what it means to be a BL pair together. Let's see here. They met through workshops Until We Meet Again. They had their first kiss on Until We Meet Again. BounPrem was quite nervous. Prem felt especially so. It was a kiss with someone who was supposed to play his character's lover, so it made for quite an experience. However, as time passed, filming kissing scenes became child's play, especially since they've already filmed love scenes together. Well, yeah, at that point. At that point, it doesn't seem like much. On entering the BL world, never thought they'd play in a BL series until they got into Until We Meet Again. Will they pair up with someone else? Expressed in previous interviews that they preferred not to. In an interview, they affirmed that their feelings remained the same. Given a choice, they prefer to act as BounPrem, the pair. After all, they were comfortable with each other. BounPrem first came together as co-workers, but soon they became friends. Prem said they became more diligent and responsible whenever they worked together. Bound shared that being with Prem, he became calmer. He used to get angry at minor things, but since they started working together, he paced himself. If there was ever a time when Bound's fume was lit, all he needed was Prem to talk to him and calm him down. That's nice. Oh, that's lovely. They did meet earlier. They have kind of a enemy to lovers in real life. Interesting. It's now called Revamp. MDL link for Revamp still says My Broccoli. Interesting. If you know, you know. You know. My Broccoli. Revamp. As a BounPrem devotee, I must share one of my favorite little theories called BounPrem are liars. Not really, but it's a catchy tagline, so go with me on this. One of BounPrem's most famous marketing stories is that they didn't like each other initially. While they didn't officially meet until their UWMA audition, they first saw each other at a week-long university culture fair during which they worked at rival booths. Prem sold pork skewers. Bound sold cold milk. Interesting. They were opposite each other, working with about 3 to 5 other people, so it's deeply funny to me that Prem says he thought Bound was arrogant, and Bound says he doesn't remember Prem at all. I think we all assume this was a minor thing that they've embellished for marketing purposes. It's fun because it contrasts what they're like now. You know, this. That is very funny. Bound loves to share this story. That's funny. Very, very funny. That's your blood enemy, Prem. What would your younger self say? Now, please look at the photo below, or remembering every iteration of we didn't like each other at first fable. Please look, if you will, at famously good-natured Omfluke, who always liked each other, who have left respectable breathing space between them. And now look at culture fair blood rivals who needed sheep to push them to talk to each other, just contentedly leaning into each other. Oh. This is devastating to your case, Mr. Prem. Quote, I was very unhappy when I heard I'd be paired with P-Pound. This isn't even a shipping thing, to be clear. I just enjoy that they were basically a mirror image of Win Team from the start. I think they were both individually like, he seems neat in their own way. And then when neither of them communicated that in a way that the other could understand, they pivoted hard to, what? No, I don't even like him. He's too loud, quiet. And I find that enormously funny. My theory is assisted by one of Prem's versions that go, quote, I was telling my friends at the booth, look at this handsome bastard. He thinks he's so cool. While Bound's version was, I was hungry and one of the girls working at the booth with me said their pork skewers were good, so I went to buy some, but they all glared at me, so I bought a skewer and ran away. Introvert and extrovert, classic case of miscommunication. They all seemed to be wilder and then became calmer when paired up. I mean, kind of fitting, I suppose. Pictures from November 9th, 2019. It's a very important date for Broccoli's. Because just look with me Look at this adorable fluffy-haired baby. Oh my gosh, we got photographic evidence. Literally photographic evidence. This is the man Prem vowed vengeance against. His blood rival of the milk bottles. I'm sorry, I'll never stop finding their origin story funny as hell. I love them both so much, and I think someone told them to play up the rivalry angle because it's good marketing. It's just so toothless because look at them. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'll just never believe that their rivalry was at all remotely serious at any point. Not to mention that shortly after casting was decided for UWMA, Prem was already cast in Long Kong. The series asked his own agency to send Bound's headshots to the director so he'd be cast as Kin. Prem also changed his own role so he and Bound would play Nat Kin, the vaguely BL side pair. Prem wasn't cast as Nat originally. I'm on to you. Anyway, there's no big point to this. I just think it's cute that Prem's always had Bound's back in this industry, even when they were barely acquainted. You couldn't have known that they were lightning in a bottle, that their chemistry was off the charts the way it is, that Bound would mean so much to him later. I think he's just got a tremendously good heart, and once he's partnered with Bound, he threw all his energy into supporting him. And Bound changed for the better because, in his words, he realized that his behavior reflected on Prem, and it helped him evolve into a sweetheart everyone knows him to be now. They're just so good. And I'm in withdrawal, and I wanted to talk about them because I love them to the end. There you go. Wow. I can't believe there's photographic evidence of this event. That's something. Do I believe it's probably marketing and they're playing it up? Yeah, probably. Let's be honest. There's more pictures from the event. Oh my gosh. Can you see the scowls on their faces when they look at the other one? And they're just like, ugh. Revamp The Undead Story. Review final episode. Has come to an end. While I thoroughly enjoyed the ride it took me on, I'm not 100% happy with where we ended up. Primarily because I have like a list of questions that I want answers to. Do you think Bound has headcanons? Has headcanons he'd be willing to share? This is where I feel like we deserve the traditional 12 episodes. With Jet finding out the truth at the end of episode 9, episode 10 needed for the Ramel versus Ferratu boss fight. Wasn't enough time to have him have an internal crisis. He needed to trigger the catalyst that would set everything in motion. Granted, in a lot of Thai BLs, 12 episodes is too much. But in a lore-heavy series like Revamp, I think those extra episodes are necessary. Honestly, I still have a lot of questions. Not all of them need answers, but I want them nonetheless. There was a lot introduced that I thought would be important, but ultimately went nowhere. Interesting. So there's a lot of questions in, 10 episodes. Is that enough to do a lore-heavy story? Probably not, depending on the length. If they're hour-longs, it might not be great. GMM has started cutting down their episode numbers. Oh boy. Well, that's not cool. What about the ones with lore? We need lore allowances. Maybe 12 episodes, 15 even. If it's really in-depth and crazy. You need that kind of you need a couple episodes of building it. Had some questions about the ending too. I'm extremely surprised that everyone survived. Oh boy, that's not good. People survived? Everybody? Not a fan of the hand-wavy humans and vampires are friends now solution. Are they just cool now? Ramel was the main instigator of the no killing humans rule. On the vampire side, it was clearly wasn't followed while he was in the painting. So I doubt the rest of the vampires will care that they're supposed to be friends now. Most controversial part of the episode was Ramel and Pun's happy ending. On the one hand, I applaud Revamp for coming up with a unique solution to the human immortal relationship. Would have been too cliche for Ramel to turn Pun into a vampire. Also, I think I've explained before how Pun would likely very much not want that. I was still half expecting Ramel to somehow turn human. But why bother when you have access to your very own pocket universe? Yes, that's right. Ramel and Pun decided that they would move into the magical forest in the painting. Time doesn't pass there, so Pun will never age. Therefore, making him functionally immortal. Ah. UWMA is 17 episodes, and it needs all 17. Yeah. 10 episodes is short. Like, wildly short. And even when they try to split the season into, like, 2 different releases, it still feels wildly short. I wonder if it's like their plan is to release more shows, more content, so they just turn them out faster. And if you're only doing 10 episodes, it doesn't take that long. Kind of like short, bite-sized. Maybe they just think people's attention spans are like over next. Maybe. That could be it. You know, with shorts and reels and all that's TikToks. It's short. Like, people's attention spans are probably getting shorter by the minute. So maybe it makes sense. But if you're really a big fan of story and setup and, you know, crescendos, you're not going to like it. Rumor is that upcoming line is going to announce 36 shows. Lineup is 36 shows. That's a lot of shows. Are we talking for 2026? That seems like a lot. They have so many pairings needing shows and funding. This is how they're making it possible. Budgets, basically. Ah, that makes sense. Here I was thinking about people's, like, attention spans when in reality it's probably just, you know, they have so many pairings they need shows. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Last year they announced 20, so they're upping it to 36. Interesting. Yeah. Well, weren't they buying a bunch of... Well, that's a weird way to put it. Weren't they investing in a bunch of pairings recently? Didn't a company go down and then they basically just plucked them all up? It's like Gotta Catch 'Em All Pokemon style. There's like, I choose you, BounPrem, or whatever. It's just interesting. My issue is with that it undermines everything that they've been building throughout the series. Final episode was a bit of a letdown. I don't mind happy endings. I prefer them, in fact. I love that Pun and Ramel got their happy ending as well as a little peace. I just wish it hadn't come at the expense of the family they had finally found. Interesting. Wabi Sabi did last year? Okay. Interesting. What happened to the other rebel vampires? Was there something magical about Ramel's necklace? Why did Ramel never use transformation? Why did Pun ultimately leave the Hunters? Speaking of the Hunters, how the hell did they even start? What exactly did Methus see when he first shook Pun's hand? Also, someone please tell GMMTV that they don't need to end every series with a ship tease. Interesting. It would be nice if that tiny cliffhanger was hinting at a potential season 2, but I won't hold my breath for one. Oh, but do tell GMMTV that they should put bloopers at the end of every final episode. They were so cute. Although I didn't love the ending, I did love the series. Well, there you go. Okay. I like that. So not so much like Veronica Mars, where the ending screwed up the whole series. Kind of like Game of Thrones, where, the ending was, ugh. But the series is great. But the ending was meh. So kind of like that. Interesting. This was GMMTV Fandy 18 in Tokyo. Who are you closest with at GMM? Me.
ผมมี เขาบอกว่าไม่ใช่พี่บุญ
ใช่นอกจากพี่บุญ พี่บุญอีได้ですよ
I enjoyed the series, but the ending was like, what? Yeah. Indeed. Well, that was fun. Very adorable. Was that Freddy? Is that Freddy's doing right here? Is that Freddy right there? Hello, Freddy. All right, let's move on to the final and last before we kick off your weekend. We got MaxNat TikToks Part 2. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Here we go. Freddie was like, okay. Oh, you did make this one. That look. Oh, that's funny. What a cool card. And now the real card. And he's wearing the shirt still. Oh man, that's nice. Oh, it's one of those carousel ramen places.
ทะเลจะดีขึ้นมีพวกเธอ
ขนมถ้วยอะไรเงี้ยจริงๆขนมฉันก็ชอบแต่ขนมเธอก็ชอบเหมือนกันนะโอ้ยก็เธอไหนก็
I had these flowers preserved so they'll never wither. Wow, nice. Darling.
I'm the first to say that I'm not perfect, and you're the first to say you want the best thing. But now I know a perfect way to let you go. Give my last hello, hope it's worth it.
รีวิวผมน้องหน่อยสิบอกเลยว่าทุกคนเห็นแล้วทุกคนต้องตะลึงแน่นอนคือความรู้สึกแม็กนะน้องเหนือก่อนหน้านี้กับน้องเหนือล่าสุดอะบอกเลยว่าน้องเหนือล่าสุดอะเบิ้ลน้องเหนือขึ้นไปอีกอะแม็กชอบมากบอกเลยว่าทุกคนเห็นแล้วทุกคนต้องตกหลุมรักน้องนัทขึ้นไปอีกอะแต่ว่ารักน้องนัทแล้วอย่าลืมแบ่งความรักมาให้แม็กด้วยนะ
That was deep.
อะไรนะใครนะเฮ้ยการนี้แม็กชอบก่อน
Didn't even deny it. It was like, ah. Is their manager, so she tries to sneak videos of them being exposed by your own manager. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You thought that would slide. You thought that would slide. What a name.
Why not character always run away from you? That's I want to know that too. Not character always run away from you. น้องเดียวน้องคลามน้องแจมชอบน้องคนไหนสุดก็ต้องน้องนัทสิครับเมนนัทสิทธิ์ครับ
ชอบหนูไหมหนูไหน
น่ารัก
บอกแล้ว
This manager needs to be reprimanded. Actually, that might have been somebody else. Oh my God. Oh my. Okay. All right. Good grief. The angles, the zoom. Come on now. Jeez. I'm dead. These names are hilarious. Mm.
Bounce when she walk, then bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk.
เขาจะไว้เปลี่ยนที่ฟิตเนส
ใช่ใช่
มีอะไรบางทีมันเปียกมันต้องมีเกงใน
คนละเกงในวันนี้เอามาแบบตัวเก่าด้วยอะพอแล้วยังเอาดม
Oh my.
อ๋อชอบดมใช่ครับดมทุกอย่างชอบดม1 2 3มาดมมือนิ้วพี่แม็กครับนิ้วพี่แม็กพอดีไม่ใช่ไม่ต้องดมดมอยู่พอดีไม่ใช่ไม่ต้องดม
เหมือนอัตโนมัติอะเนอะเหมือนอัตโนมัติอะ
ไม่มันคือกลิ่นที่แบบว่าพี่แม็กกลิ่นผู้ชายใช่มันคือ
ซักแล้ว
Wow, look at that cake. Dang, that's impressive. Look at the little mini cakes spinning around. Oh my God. Cake is meant to be Nat's cat Daisy. Okay. It would be so tough to eat that cake. Like, cut through it. Like, come on now.
ไม่รู้หรอคิดว่าน่าจะรู้นะเพราะมันเคยลง
How do you sleep that peacefully? Let's be honest. I probably don't sleep like that. Come on now. Oh, okay. There's no way he's fully asleep. Matt posted that complaining Max fell asleep listening to a podcast. Matt wanted to show him. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Everyone's like, you're just bragging about the shirt was made in your bed. I get that. When you're posting thirst traps of somebody else, like that's love. That's love, for sure. DMD Sports Tag. Okay. BTS of Sun Tiny. It's that dang manager.
ผมก็อยากเอาจริงผมก็อยากมองเห็นภาพแบบที่มันได้มีแม็กนัทเป็นนานๆนะพี่มันก็ดีนะเรื่อยๆได้ก็แฮปปี้นะพี่ก็อยากเห็นอะไรแบบนั้น
In his head, Nat's like 30 years. The next 30 years. $333. He tried to end it so stylish, like I'm meant to be here. That's funny. Very funny. Ho for MaxNat. I'll see you. This edit. That was a funny way to end it.
มอบความรักให้แก่กันอยากจะให้ความสุขกับอีกฝ่ายอยากสุดซึ้งวันนี้ที่ขอ7 ครั้งนะวันนี้ที่ขอ7 ครั้งนะขอ7 ครั้งนะขอ7 ครั้งนะน้องหนึ่งตอบว่าอะไรนะน้องจะไหวไหมหนูตอบเขาไม่คิดว่าหนูทนไหวไหมจะไหวไหมหนูเหนือใช่ไหมหนูเหนือที่ทนเป็นหนูนะ
Oh my. Wow. Is this that Pocky Stick thing? The Pocky Stick challenge or game? Is that what that is? Pocky game. Mm-hmm.
我快到你的心了。
Oh my gosh. Dan and Phil are still milking that. Milking the hard launch. I can't blame them. I definitely can't. That's funny, though. Reacting to fan Twitter. Link down below in the video description on YouTube. Go ahead and throw it some love. Also, check out Jace's channel. Check out all the videos, of course. Throw it some love. And for those of you watching live, there's the video in the chat. Boom. There it is. All right, let's pull up some information on MaxNat. Shout out to the mods who put this information together and all the links that you usually see. Jace, Rocco Kitty, and Luke. They do amazing work. Forever grateful. All right, let's pull it up. Speaking of Nat, wanting to have a more grown-up image, not only did he say at the graduation, "I'm graduated now, I can do what I want," it's been implied that they have been waiting for Nat to complete his studies. Like in this old clip followed by a recent live with the most epic blush from Nat. No! Mature content. Ooh. This blog is too hot. Too hot. That's all right. It happens. Hey, you know what? It happens. It happens. When the Domundi boys played a game on a past Valentine's Day live stream, putting heart stickers on their favorite parts of their partner, which I'm sure you know where that goes. For instance, Nunu chose Z's lips. Everything on Tumblr is mature because the AI is broken. True, true. This is not related, but I'm interested. You know what I mean? it's it's not related, but I'm interested. I could make a joke here, but I won't. I definitely won't. But the joke, I'm sure you can see it. I'm sure you can see it. What is it's just giving me random clips on TikTok. It's not even the same. What is happening? Is TikTok broken? Weird. That's so strange. It's going back to like this random TikTok like homepage thing. So it's just a random video. That's strange. For Max's birthday in 2025, October 25th, Nat had intended to do a painting for him, much like he had for their 5th anniversary, but ultimately he thought about what Max had done for him, baked and decorated a birthday cake, having never made one. He decided the simple gesture, giving time, learning a new skill, was an excellent gift. Publicly, they tend to give one another handmade, thoughtful gifts rather than extravagant ones. I can appreciate that. I think we all can. It's a thought that counts and the effort, of course. Some people really like big money gifts. And if that's you, hey, it is what it is. Okay? No judgment there. But, I don't know. Some people just like time, you know, giving them your time and attention and just being there, you know. Birthdays can be extremely sad. They can be extremely reflective. And they can also be very lonely if you don't have somebody to spend it with. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I've definitely spent a birthday alone. Brutal. So brutal. Actually worse than spending New Year's alone, because your birthday is very personal, right? It's literally your birthday. So Nat is a trust fund kid, so I think it makes him really appreciate that they do homemade things. Oh, interesting. That adds a wrinkle to it, for sure. That's good. My 30th birthday was, in fact, was in the first lockdown. Ugh. That's a brutal time to have your 30th. I remember I flew back. During the first lockdown, I flew back to my parents, and I spent, like, what was it, 2 weeks or something, quarantine you're supposed to do after a flight. I wore a mask the flight, and then I stayed away for basically 2 weeks. I was in a hotel and literally stayed there. Very weird experience. They would, you know what was funny? They would drop food. So they gave me, I'm sure you've seen those Instant Pot kind of things, like those pressure cooker-ish things. They gave me one of those, and then they just dropped food for me. So I would just be making food in the hotel room in this Instant Pot. That was a very strange time. And I actually did a couple podcast episodes from there. It was very weird. Very strange. But yeah, I actually spent it with my parents after those 2 weeks, of course. Here's the cake Nat made for Max. He decorated, hopefully this TikTok link works. It's a long link. It should. Decorated it with a selfie of them he had on his phone. Oh, it worked. Excellent. That's so cool. Wow. That is really well done. Well decorated. Look at that. Very cool. That's impressive. Max was asked if the cake was good. According to Gunn, who is in Two Worlds with them, whilst publicly Max is seen to be more jealous, Nat is so much more possessive. In private. Interesting. The flowers Max gave to Nat for their sixth anniversary, Nat loved them so much he decided to send them off to be preserved, as Jace was saying earlier. After befriending Billy Babe in November 2024, when the four went to Berlin together, MaxNat often shared pictures. When they bump into them at events at Elle Fashion Week, they were sat on opposite sides of the runway, but still managed to sneak pics. Oh, that's cool. Photographing each other. That's funny. That's funny. Very, very cool. Love how they reblogged each other too, or reposted, I guess it's called. Their show this year was called Suntony, which it was a sequel to Why Destiny. They reprised the characters from the show, which had been the show in which they first kissed. Suntony was the title because this was Sun's destiny. Sun was Max's character, Nuea Nat's. The plot was pretty crazy, involving them body swapping back and forth, like Freaky Friday. This was perfect for the pair that had been together for 6 years, knowing each other so well to play each other's characters and taking on each other's personalities and speech. Interesting. MaxNat show up in the Berlin Mumu Tofu. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I have to point him out. Max even noted that when he'd go home after a day's filming, when he'd been playing Nua in Sun's body, his family would notice the difference in him, being softer, more feminine, etc. For Suntony, Nat learned to walk in high heels. The outfits, to be taller, right. The outfits for Suntony for Nat were a departure for him. Previously, his characters and his promo outfits had played on his being younger and cutesy. Since graduating, however, Suntony felt like a reset, even his promo outfits being more grown up and sexier, mesh, leather, stiletto boots, etc. Because it was a body swap plot, though, it meant that Max also got a taste of femme clothing, and they had matching gel nails for the show and initial promotion, too. That's funny. Interesting. Max in femme PJs with booty shorts. Oh, Lord. There's that possessiveness coming out. Reacting to 3 episodes together. Oh boy. So you can see what's going on down here. Well, Max always looks proud of himself. That's funny. Between scenes, Max doing what he wants. The camera guy in the back. Another BTS moment. Oh gosh. All right, Slayer Goody. The director for Suntini, Chi-Win, will also be directing MaxNat in their next BL, Year Third. At one of the events for Suntini, Chi-Win revealed that he and Max were at the same university at the same time. Chi-Win accused Max of telling people he, Chi-Win, had a crush on him. Max denies this. Interesting. Interesting. Nat's birthday, August 8th, 2025, Max surprised him with a cake of Nat's cat, Daisy. Oh, yeah, we saw that. It's an impressive cake. Look at that thing. And the little spinning cakes. That's what makes it. Wow. Wonder how much that costs. Probably a crazy amount. Probably more than a boxed cake from a grocery store, you know what I mean? That's awesome. Very cool. The real Daisy in Max's arms, but which one is Nat referring? Oh, God. My love has been stolen. Max also promised him a trip for his birthday. Oh, wow. I want to go on a trip. Oh, there it is. Trip plan. Usually they do handmade gifts, but Max has been overseeing the building of his new family home and then move into it. But he always makes time for Nat. He took Nat away for the night to Pattaya. Boy, I probably butchered the name of that, but I tried. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. Dang, I got to see it. I got it right. Wow. That's surprising. Dang, I got to see a beach sometime soon. Got to see some waves. I've been landlocked for a while. Oof. It's too much. I got to see some water. Not some computer screens. Their Halloween photo. You know, you ever feel that? Like you just got to see the ocean or like a lake even. And you're just like, dang, get me in front of some water. I want to see some water. I want to see some waves. I want to listen to it. I want to, feel some sand maybe. Oh, it's refreshing. Their Halloween photo shoot, some kind of sea nymphs fantasy. Oh, okay. This is the siren call, is what I would call it. That is some fantastical Halloween shoots right there. Sharing sense. I just want to bring yourself to the tag. The ABO writes itself at this point. The ABO writes itself. And if you don't know what that is, I learned very quickly in a previous stream. What in the name? I don't even know. Moving on. For Max's birthday, October 25th, Nat went out with Max and his family and continued the tradition of handmade gifts. Oh, so it was not that long ago. Come on, TikTok, load. Don't do this. Come on, TikTok. Don't fail now. Redirecting you. Come on now. Don't redirect me. Direct me here. Oh my gosh. Okay. TikTok's being a pain. Really doesn't like me today. Indeed. Nat doing cat ears with his hair is basically a signature now. Good to know. I had the question when I originally saw it. I'm like, what's going on there? Is that a style? Or is that just like the wind blow it in that? And it looks like cat ears? Making the candle. Okay. Hopefully we can get this. Come on now. Play along. Play nice. Like, clearly it's not the internet. I'm literally plugged in. I have Ethernet running. We're live. Come on, TikTok. Oh, here we go. Hey. It just took 4 or 5 tries. Nat making a candle himself. Wow.
Candle for พี่แม็ก from น้องนัทนะครับ Made with love อันนี้ลายมือน้องนัทชัวร์เขียนเองแน่นอนอันนี้เราเคาะดูสิกลวงเปล่ากลวงหอมมาก This candle น้องนัท made for me นัทน้องนัทนี่พี่จุดเทียนแล้วนี่
Oh, that's really impressive.
ขอบคุณนะครับหอมมากก่อนจุดหอมมากพอจุดแล้ว
Oh, and there's a little leather handle on it too. It's smart.
เกมหัวใจเรียบร้อยนะครับ ขอบคุณน้องนัทมากๆที่ใส่ใจขนาดนี้นะครับ
That was a great answer. So you could light it up at night when Max is struggling to sleep. Amazing. Max also went to Temple on his birthday and shopping with Nat. Cool. Sounds like a very fun birthday. The next BL that MaxNat will star in was announced as well. Your Third, in which Max will play twins Song and Sam, Nat will play a half-Japanese workaholic called Jam. Jam is sent by his boss, the elder brother of the twins, Song, to find his wayward brother Sam and bring him back to the island. Or from the island, excuse me. It's a rom-com, so you can guess what happens next. I mean, I could probably take a few educated guesses. The workshops for your third started today. Oh, cool. Max and Nat were both in Zombiver. Max played Torn, as there's no TH sound in Thai. Good to know. And Nat played Knight. Nat letting out a spoiler. Good that no one overreacted. Oh, gosh. Everybody's reaction like, oh God. In front of that many cameras, that many microphones. Nat letting out a spoiler. Oh my gosh. Would Nat survive zombies for real?
คิดว่าน้องนัท
เฮ้ยจริงเหรอ
จริง
เฮ้ยสวัสดีน้องนัท
ตัวเล็กอ่ะเขาแบบ
วิ่งแบบเร็วใช่ไหมอันที่สี่
มาแล้วครับน้องนัท
เขาบอกว่าเราดูจะรอด
โอ้ย
เราคิดว่าเรารอดไหมถ้าเป็นชีวิตจริง
ผมว่ารอดนะ เพราะว่าถ้าเรื่องการวิ่งผมค่อนข้างไวไม่ถ่อมตัวเลย
You better hope. Yeah, so humble. You better hope those zombies aren't the running kind. I hate those. Those are the most terrifying. If they do that kind of like slow-mo walk, it's like, okay. All right. I could last for a little bit. And who does Max ship his character Torn with?
ก็คืออยากให้อยู่รอดจากวิกฤตการณ์นี้จริงๆอ่ะในเรื่องทีแต่จริงๆเราอยากรักไนท์แต่จริงๆเราอยากรักไนท์
ไหนก็ผมมาดี
เอ้าจริงเหรอไม่ถามมันในเรื่องเจอกันหรือเปล่าเนี่ยรักเนี่ยไม่เจอเลยเจอนิดหน่อย
เจอแบบนิดเดียวไม่ใช่หรอมันดูมีเป้าหมายอ่ะเป้าหมายอะไร
Tiny moments.
จุดประสงค์ก็คือรักน้องมากก็คืออยากให้
There wasn't a lot of romance in Zombiver. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
แต่จริงๆเราอยากรักไนท์
Zombiver zombies are the fast kind. Oh gosh. Oh, that's brutal. Those are terrifying to watch. Slow walking zombies, totally acceptable. You know, not as terrifying, but fast, like running ones, like, oh my gosh. There's no slowing down. Like they're not breathing. They're not getting tired. It's just straight sprint. And you're like, not going to be able to do that forever. Oh gosh. At an event at ICE, they got asked a strange question.
เรียกเหมือนเดิมไหมเขานัดยังคู่กันอยู่ไม่เลย
Are you still a couple?
เขาเรียกว่าเป็นคู่ขวัญของบ้านดมดแล้วตอนนี้เพราะว่าแน็กอาวุโสสุดเลยครับผมในเรื่องของการอยู่นานแต่ถ้าในเรื่องของอายุก็
เรียกว่าอยู่นานกว่าคนอื่นแล้วกันครับเป็นเสาหลักของค่าย
เป็นเสาต้นหนึ่งของค่าย
They've been around longer than others. Okay, they're
ครับผม
older.
ก็ที่3ของเธอ
ผมก็เรื่องที่3ของเธอนะครับผมตัวผมจะชื่อ3ครับผมแล้วก็น้องแจมครับผมก็จะเป็นเลขาของพี่ชายผมคือคุณ10ครับผมก็ผมอกห่างหนีไปพักใจที่เกาะครับผมก็ได้รับมอบหมายให้ไปตามผมกลับมาบ้านครับผมก็ติดตามได้ครับผมว่าเรื่องราวจะเป็นยังไงครับผมสนุกแน่นอนฮะสักหน่อยนัดเดือนไหนดื้อไหม
อ๋อ
เดือนไหน
ครับผมก็นายเองก็ยังไม่รู้ครับพี่เจ
7 years in March?
รู้สึกว่า
Dang.
ช่วงต้นปีหน้าช่วงต้นปีค
ตอนนี้ไม่มีใครรู้เลยมองคุณโกโก้อย่างเดียวนะ เดือนไหนก็เร็วๆนี้แน่นอนยังไงก็ฝากทุกคนติดตามด้วยครับผมนั่นเอง
Very, very cool. 7 years is a long time. Good for them. On Instagram post, Nat used the caption soft focus, and Max commented on the post, not soft anymore. Dead. Possessiveness. This bit isn't sub. No need to watch. Gotcha. Definitely possessiveness. Oh boy. At the DMD Sports Day, which we saw clips of, Max and Nat were the only pairing on the same team. Max was team captain of Pink Thunder. Nat playing basketball. Oh, he's quick. All right, point guard action. Damn, he's hooping. Oh my, flexing on him. Oh my God. I was not expecting that. Wow. Wow. He literally has a basketball court in his home, so he should be good. Well, that makes sense. Teams were really that important? Probably not. Oh my gosh. That makes sense. Wow. That was impressive. Max versus Z. Badminton. That's funny. When selecting their shirt numbers, I noticed 888. Yeah. Nat chose 888 because 8 is lucky in Chinese culture. Max said that because of Nat's choice, he chose 26 because 2 plus 6 equals 8. That makes sense. I did notice the triple 8s. I was like, I wonder why he picked that. Max and Nat have been gaming together and separately on TikTok a lot. Nat was highly amused to be told by Minecraft when he was setting up an account that his desired username, his full legal name, was deemed offensive, and he had to pick something else. Interesting. Really? Max often gets indigestion after eating, and Nat is in the habit of rubbing his tummy until Max feels better. A moment of this was caught on film by their manager, Faye. Of course it was. Of course it was. Faye often films cute private moments getting teased by the boys. When they catch her, she shares the ones they approve of with fans. That's good. It often gives an insight of what the boys are like together when they aren't in front of the fans or knowingly in front of a camera. Nat has said Max particularly likes back hugs, and this is why he frequently gives them and is often seen falling asleep against Max's back, too. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. And then the classic Jace sign off. To be continued. To be continued. The MaxNat story. Beautiful. 7 years in March. Wow. Wow, that is a while. That is definitely a while. Dang. Wow. Excellent, excellent videos. I highly enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Amazing stuff. The members are great. Aren't they great? Amazing videos as always. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it greatly. This was a lot of fun. Every time it's just amazing to get on here and say hello to everybody and enjoy this time together. And I'm glad you're here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, all that good stuff. Yeah. Request your own, toddreacts.com, certainly. And join the Discord. I will see you in there. Check out the merch, toddreacts.com as well, the winter collection. And yeah. Appreciate you being here. Also, oh, yeah. Shout out to the sponsor. I appreciate it. GLSSY Korean Handwriting Workbook. There we go. It's amazing. I'll put the link down below in the video description. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Don't forget, Wicked comes out today. Today. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Can't I make you understand? You're having delusions of grandeur. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner die defying gravity. Kiss me good, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. Together we're unlimited. Together we'll be the greatest team there's ever been. Go end our dreams the way we planned them. If we work in tandem, there's no fight we